Yo, how you guys doing? We're back at the UFC Vegas 114 fight day. We got 13 fights on this card, I believe. 13 fights, I believe, or 14 fights on yeah, we got 14 fights on this card later taking place at the Vegas at the Apex. But yeah, in this live stream we're just gonna hang out, talk about stuff that's going on in the MMA scene right now. We got Ilya Topuria just gained 400k followers since they announced the White House card. And also, this is supposed to be like a call-in show. If you guys want to join the live stream, I'll drop a link for y'all. Um, I'm gonna drop the link for you guys, man, in Discord. If you guys are in Discord, you can click the link and join up from anywhere on your smartphone, on your computer, like it could be anywhere. You don't even need to download the software. I'm gonna drop the link right now. You guys can join. Give me your plays. On this Vegas 114 card, give the chat. We'll just talk about stuff, That's something you want to do. You guys can do that. McMuffin, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning to all you savages. Damn, I'm just about to go to the gym, bro. I'm gonna work out later, so like my throat's a little fucked up right now because I ate some Indian food yesterday, a lot of spices. So like I don't feel too good right now. So I'm gonna I just took this fucking I don't know, this medication. It's like Panto. I think it's called like Pantoprazole. Like it's really good for acid reflux. It's like good for your digestive system. So it's gonna take like an hour to for the effects for it to feel better for me. Like my fucking throat's like all messed up right now. You can probably tell the way I'm speaking right now. I sound hella fucking deep right now, but yeah. So I'm gonna eat some breakfast later, like then I'm gonna get a workout in, then go live for like UFC Vegas. I actually spelled the name wrong. Let me fix this title. I called Eggs. I gotta call we. Where the hell? I just woke up, guys, so I'm making a lot of mistakes right now. UFC Vegas. Yeah, there we go. UFC Vegas. I gotta fix the title. UFC Vegas 114 Fight Day. Is Josh Emmett cooked? Call-in show. Yeah, exactly. If you guys want to call in, you guys can join Discord. If you are already in Discord, you can click the link and join the live stream right now. And just talk to me, bro. We'll just talk about stuff right now in MMA. Good morning, Hernanum. How you doing, bro? Good to see you again in the chat. That's crazy. That boy is buys followers. Honestly, I don't know if he's buying followers. It might just be him getting like more people. More people might just be following him because he's on the White House card. I'm sure that's like a big news in America. I feel like it's. I don't know. I know he bought followers before. Like he got like 1.8 million followers or like 2 million followers within like a span of a couple of days. So it could be. I don't know. This one feels like it's pretty normal. 400k is not that much. I mean, being on the White House card, that's probably gonna get him at least like a million followers. If I had to like estimate how many people would follow him for being on the White House card, maybe even more than that. Maybe once he's done fighting on the White House card, if he goes out there, like I mean, he's probably gonna go out there knock out Justin Gaethje pretty bad, get a highlight KO. He's probably gonna get to like 15 million easily. Probably 15 million. I've been working my ass off, pick, and I haven't been betting. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I'm glad you can still join the live streams and talk about MMA with us, But yeah, I'm here. Start over. Yeah, I'm not fucking starting over, guys. I'm not starting over. I was actually normally I just like get up like hella late on Saturdays. Like I get up around like 10, and then I'll just eat my breakfast, get a workout in for like half an hour. That's what I just be doing. But I don't really have a shit to do right now, so I was like, I might as well just do a call-in show. If you guys want to come hang out with me, I mean, come talk to me on the live stream. You guys can click the link in Discord. I've been saying that from the start. Hopefully, we get a couple of people in here. I'm hoping we get some savages in here soon. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, you guys gotta wake up, man. Bro, we gotta get you in here, man. We gotta get you in here, bro. I know you were in here last time that I did a call-in show. You were actually in here about to eat some lasagna, man. Holy shit, is it nighttime there? It's probably nighttime in Brazil, isn't it? Lasagna sounds really good, bro. I don't even know. Like, actually, like last night, like I ended up not going out anymore because I didn't feel like eating McDonald's after like being done with the LFA card, and I just ended up eating some rice and chicken and some avocados. It was really fucking boring. I mean, I really wanted a burger, but I didn't feel like making a burger like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 12:36 over there, huh, in Brazil in the afternoon. Okay, so like it's actually like I mean, or is it like nighttime? Night 12:36 at night. I'm live again, Lane. I gotta go live whenever I can. I'm free right now, so I might as well go live right now, and I'll do a call-in show. So this is the call-in show. How can you call in? You got to be in my Discord, bro. There's if you're in my Discord, you can like literally click the link. I'll drop the link again, just to make sure if you guys can click the link here. That's the Discord link, so you guys can like join my Discord, which is free. We got over 800 people in there. Really good, solid community all together. And you guys can click the link for my StreamYards, the software that I'm streaming from right now, and join the live stream. Just don't do something crazy in the live stream, man. If you guys do something crazy, you'll never be in here again. Just don't do anything. Normally, we get some people that are respectable. We don't get people that are trolling on the live stream. So, yeah, I'm trusting you all. Josh Emmett is fucking live. You think so? You might be the only one on this planet that's actually saying Josh Emmett is live. I mean, I kind of agree with you to a point because they are fighting in the small apex, and Vallejo's he's not the most fluid striker ever. Like he's not like one of these guys that's gonna go out there, hit you, and not get hit on the way back. He's pretty hittable too. I mean, but Josh Emmett is 40 fucking 2 years old. I mean, I know you probably heard this a million times this week, but the guy is 42 years old. I mean, I don't even know if he can land it clean. Like, is he gonna be fast enough to land on Vallejo's? Like, I mean, maybe being the small apex does help him a little bit, but like, I feel like he's gonna be too like predictable out there. Like, it's gonna be similar to the Tapuria fight. I'm not saying like Vallejo's is a Tapuria level fighter, but he's very similar when it comes to like his boxing, the way he throws his combinations together, like the way he's setting everything up. And I don't know if Emmett's gonna wrestle. Like I don't think he can wrestle at 42 years old anymore. I mean, never really wrestled before, but it's gonna be hard to wrestle now, I think. Um, I watched Emmett fight Tapuria. He had Emmett running in the third. You mean Tapuria had him running in the third, or you mean yeah? I know the Ilya was getting a little bit tired, beating him up early, and then he was shooting takedowns in the fourth, fifth round. You're probably talking about Emmett, right? He didn't have him running for his life, bro. I mean, it was okay. I remember that fight. It's been a while since I watched that fight now, I'll be honest, but I do remember watching that and I was like, holy shit, bro. He was getting a little bit tired, but like I don't know if he was like running away from Emmett. Emmett was starting to like put it on him late and Tapuria wrestled in. So that's kind of what happened there. Yeah, let me make sure like we got Paige in here. Let's go, Paige. 1 second, I gotta make sure I can hear you. Like I gotta put my speaker on.
Absolutely, bro.
Yo, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. My thing's connected to my speaker right now, so it's so loud. I think we can hear you. Hopefully, there's no echo.
I hope
All
not
right.
too, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. How you doing? It's good to have you back, man. You got any
Oh,
bets on this card you like?
yeah, bro. I'm gonna keep it pretty short because I gotta head to work in like 15 minutes. But as soon as I saw your live chat, I gotta show my support love, man, to you guys and the fans. Yeah. So this parlay is really easy, man. I mean, it's kind of like somewhat high risk, high reward. But I know this sounds crazy to say. I mean, don't do what I'm gonna do. I post this on my channel, but I'm gonna do just money line for Jose DeGaldo because anything can happen in this fight. I guess it depends
For
on what
which
moves
which
he's
which
in.
fighter are you talking about? Which one?
Jose DeGaldo, money line.
Jose Delgado. Okay, Jose Delgado. I mean, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to put a lot of money down on his money line now. It's like
Oh,
Monster 100, isn't it?
oh,
It's
yeah, bro.
like
Well, it's two bets actually. I mean, I'm sorry, two. It's a two-leg parlay. That one, and I'm gonna go with Chris Curtis versus Metsvik Orbai. The fight will start round two. I know this sounds crazy. I got it at minus 180, but bro, I
Urbai
know
is
this
good,
sounds
man. I
crazy.
mean, Urbai is good. I think he's
He
gonna win. Like, I
is.
don't. Yeah, I think Chris Curtis is like done. I mean, he shouldn't. The fact that he's dropping to 170 at this point at almost 40 years old is a red flag. You know who
Yeah,
else
man.
dropped to 170? I think it wasn't Jack Hermanson against Urbai who dropped to 170.
I think so. I like Jack, dude, but I think he's done.
I picked
That's
Jack in
completely
that
fine.
fight, by the way. I picked,
Bro, me too,
I
me
picked
too.
Jack Madison to win. That was like one of the like only picks I got wrong on the card. Like I
Yeah,
like Jack Madison, bro. I made money on him over Chris Curtis when he whooped him for 3 rounds. Like, but he doesn't have the fucking durability anymore.
yeah, man, absolutely. And it's a fight prop bet. So the fight will start round two. It was like, I think I got it for like a minus 560. I'm betting, I know it sounds crazy because I got that two leg for minus 180 with a profit boost. So I'm betting $500 on it, dude. I know that sounds crazy as hell, but I can honestly see that.
So you're betting the money line for Uruguay, and then is it a parlay or is it just straight money line
Oh,
wagers?
two leg parlay, bro. So
Okay,
it's,
okay, okay. Yeah, that's pretty
yeah,
solid. I think that's
because,
gonna cash. I mean, Feely's. I think Feely. Like I've done pretty well predicting Feely fights, and I took him over C Rod because C Rod just shouldn't be fighting at 145 in my opinion. He was able to
yeah,
like do better at 135. And he's been struggling with a lot of guys. Like Feely beating him like doesn't really tell him he's gonna beat Delgado, who's like just as big as him and has more power than him. I mean, he's just a lot more dangerous.
I agree, man. And from what I've seen with technical skill, especially with the boxing, I think he's way better. And I think he's got too much power. I
How do
think
you
he,
think he's gonna knock him out though? Like, cause I'm thinking like he's probably not gonna land that knee, right? Normally he throws that knee up the middle when people are like moving like this and this, like. So how do you
if
think
I
he's like?
if I have to take a guess, bro, I think this shit's gonna go crazy within the fourth and the fifth minute of the first round. I think he's gonna get inside the pocket, throw that knee, and take one and give one, and let his durability do its work to where he counters with his nasty right hand, and it's gonna drop him. I think he's gonna throw nasty vicious ground and pound, or he might even go for a submission too.
I
So it
hope
just
he doesn't go
depends.
for a submission. I'm worried
Neither do
about that.
I.
I'm worried about him going for a submission because I need the KO.
I
But I
got
know
I
he
got a
goes for
separate parlay
submissions
too
though.
for that. Yeah, I got a little money on the separate parlay for KO as well. But man, that dude, I feel like he could do anything at this point. So I'm just like I'm hoping for the KO and KO round combos 1 and 2. I got that on FanDuel. But yeah, mainly money line.
Yeah,
That's my
FanDuel's good
most
for
confident.
props. You can like bet round one, round two KO together, and they give you
Yeah.
some good odds in FanDuel. But
Oh, absolutely, man. I think the trickiest fight throughout this whole card is that Brad Tavares and
yeah,
oh
I'm
my
not
god.
touching that fight because like Andrews is talking about retirement, right? Like I think people have been saying that. I don't know if it's actually true though. But
Dude,
people have been saying he's been talking about retiring. Like he's already got so much other stuff going on the side, so he's probably not even serious about fighting anymore. What do
I
you think about this one, man? This one's I think the MMA community is like split on this one. They're 50-50. Sam Hughes versus
oh,
let me see if I can bring this up right now. Sam Hughes versus Pierre Rodriguez. A rematch. No one really gives a fuck about this rematch, let's be honest. But they're
it's
doing this
exciting,
rematch for
yeah.
some reason, right?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I think the first. Okay, this is what I'm predict what's going to happen because obviously they both can be taken down, and I know that Jillian submitted Pierre to pass. So if Sam wants to win this fight, in my opinion, she needs to go fucking hard in the first round with the wrestling, just strictly wrestling. It's all about who's going to get the first takedown because they're both great, especially Sam. I like her wrestling a little bit better in her control time. She seems a little bit more disciplined. But if he gets that takedown and control her for like over 2 minutes in the first round, lose the second, and go fucking hard in the third, utilize her cardio, I
But
think
the
she's
thing
gonna win
about Sam
this.
Hughes is like historically he's a slow starter. Isn't he like Charles Johnson or Joshua Van? Like they start really slow. They kind of
Yeah,
build into fights later on.
I agree
That's
with
kind
that,
of
dude.
like
It's yeah, but she doesn't need to start slow in this fight. It's gonna cost her if she does. I mean, look what happened to Charles, and almost like with Alex Perez.
well,
I
Charles.
was all
I'm really thinking about like betting Bruno fucking Silva this week. I don't know. Am I crazy for
oh
that? Like I feel like he's
no,
coming back too soon.
bro, not at all. I got money on Bruno Silva that the out for him. I got double chance KO submission because that's the only way I can see him winning these fight. If it goes
Yeah,
longer, then
yeah.
I
He's
think
normally
Charles is gonna
finishing
win.
all his wins. Like you're right.
I think he's going to try to mimic Alex in the first round because it's like you said, Charles always goes slow in the first round, and Alex kind of like took advantage of that because you know how dangerous Alex is, and he's very underrated and a great fighter. I bet so much money on Alex that night on a $300 parlay. He was the only underdog I needed, and I cashed out for over $4,000. It was the ballsiest bet I've ever done. All I needed was him, but
Which one
I
was
feel
it? Which
like
one are you talking about? Which parlay?
it it was okay. It was the one with God. It's been a while with Lodo Cortez, and then it was Alex Perez, and
Oh,
then
Alex Perez. Okay.
I stayed away from Patty versus Justin. I was tempted on putting him in parlay, but I was thinking this is the best competition Patty's fighting. I couldn't put him on my parlay for $300.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
glad
Patty's
yours.
a top five guy. Patty's not making it
No,
to the top five ever.
no, bro. Like, and he beat up guys that are I'm not. I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but they're kind of washed. Like Chandler,
Yeah,
and then
like
you fight
Tony.
Tony. Yeah, dude. I'm
I
thinking,
mean, beat
bro.
Bobby Green though, didn't he? Like that was a pretty good win now when you think
Yeah,
about it. Bobby
yeah,
Green.
it was. It absolutely was. But I
I'm
just
just
knew
trolling.
Justin was not going to wrestle with him like that. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, from what I saw,
And
I
Green's
was
the
like,
one that shot a takedown on him, wasn't he? And like I think he was the one that shot a takedown on Patty, by the way.
yeah,
I should have
dude.
seen that coming.
You know what I should have seen coming? Fucking Green beating Daniel Failure. I should have bet my
It's all good, man.
fucking
It'll come to you.
world.
It'll come to you eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like this fight. What do you think about this one? I like the fight ends by. I mean, I like Mosquito by KO. I feel like she's got some nasty ground and pound on the when she's getting takedowns on girls.
She, she does, man. It's so tricky
It's
because
plus
I ain't gonna
five
lie, bro.
fifty, bro. Plus 550. Like I had to.
Oh wow.
I bet her last time by KO over Alex Stevens. He almost finished her by ground and pound. Almost. It was like right there. Like the referee could have stopped the fight.
Is that a KO round combos 1 and 2 for plus 550, or is that just the prop bet by KO only?
Which one? What's your favorite prop on this card?
For this one, bro, I mean, you're absolutely right. It could go either way with KO or submission. However, I feel like
Submission's like more
Montserrat,
likely. I'll be honest. I think the submission's more likely
yeah,
because he has like so he can go for like a lot of different variety on the ground, just like arm bars, like arm triangles. Like probably, I mean, arm triangles aren't that likely in WMA, but like she's pretty strong for a girl. Like she's
yeah.
fucking big. She's got some
I
nice racks on her. Have you seen her rack? She's got some nice rack on her.
yeah, dude.
Um,
Yeah, she
Mosquito.
does. I mean,
I'm a
overall,
fan, bro. I'm
Mosquito.
just gonna be honest. I'm a huge fan of whatever she's got going on there.
Nice, yeah, dude. Overall, Biscuit is a beautiful woman. I'll give her that, and I'm very impressed that she beat Mackenzie Dern in the past with that jiu-jitsu match. I saw that and I thought like, okay, this chick knows what she's doing. She's special. But
Who
the
had a
only thing that
jiu-jitsu
makes me
match?
nervous,
Mosquito and then Dern did a jiu-jitsu match. Really? Or
yeah,
who?
they did a jiu-jitsu match years ago, back when I
Okay, I did
guess
not know
Mackenzie
that.
was somewhat. Yeah, no, she beat Mackenzie in a jiu-jitsu match. It's just, but this was like years ago.
Yeah.
However, with this match, Mosquito should win. I mean, I got it on submission round combos 1 and 2. The only thing that kind of makes me nervous, I noticed with her takedown entries, is like it does take her a while to get it. But when she does, oh, these ladies are fucked. Like there's just nothing left for
Yeah,
them.
I just hope. I
But
mean, I'm just so like I don't like Renan at all. She's so fucking boring. She's just a little weasel. She's able to like win these fights barely.
hmm
Like such a weasel. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan of Mosquito. I'm a
she
huge
should get the
fan.
job.
I'm sure. I'm sure you guys are probably big fans of Mosquito too.
Yeah,
Big fan of
I mean, she
her.
does have a nice.
I'm
She does
probably
have a
her
nice
number
bag.
one fan out there.
Oh, yeah, you never know, bro. Maybe one day you'll get a live stream with her. You know, maybe she'll join you in chat.
Hopefully,
NFL
I don't even know
games.
if she speaks English though. I don't know. I've actually seen her fight in LFA before. I'll be honest, like her striking is fucking horrendous, but
It
Rondon
is,
isn't that much better in striking either.
dude.
Respect the
Like,
king. I'm gonna call. I do. I did say that if Bobby Green beats Joe Huber, I will start calling him King Green. And
oh
yeah, he's
right, yeah,
earned
I
that
gotta,
now. I think.
yeah, King Green, yeah.
King, you got to
I'm so
call him that
strong,
after
bro.
that. The way he slumped out Joe Huber. I mean, Joe Huber might be the worst prospect ever in the UFC, though. Like I was so,
Yeah.
bro. I lost money on. I didn't bet him against Bobby Green, but I lost money on him in his debut when he fought Trey Ogden, and he got outstruck by Trey Ogden. That should have been
Oh,
the red flag all along.
yeah, dude. It's like I don't know. Ever since he lost to Esteban, yeah, dude, he has not been the same. Like I can just tell.
Esteban, I think Esteban's overrated too, bro. Am I crazy for thinking Esteban's overrated? He's going to war with all these guys that he should be fucking not going to war with. Esteban Reboix.
It's like in a way he is kind of overrated. It's just when I see him fighting, he looks like the type he wants to get that fight of the night bonus because I admit he is super entertaining.
Yeah, he's
Like
entertaining for sure.
he's like the better version of Freaky Rahiki, in my opinion. But like I like Rahiki. I just oh fucking fighting West Side
Rahiki,
guy.
like I know there's someone out there that's betting on Hardwick, and he's okay, man.
I don't
Hardwick
like that
isn't like the
guy.
worst fighter ever in the UFC, but he's not that dangerous. I think
No,
that's what it
I
might
don't.
come down to.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like overall skills, yeah, he's pretty well rounded. I'll give him that. I don't like his attitude, dude. He's got a bad ego, and
Hardwick,
he
yeah,
kind
he's a bit of
of,
a. You mean Hardwick, right? Yeah, I
yeah,
don't like him either. I mean, he's just a little like I don't know how to describe him, but like I know what you mean. He's just a little arrogant.
like
Like
pretentious. Like he acts like he's so much better than he is. Like
you
how
know
he,
he's making fun of Anthony Smith. I don't know if you've seen
yeah,
this,
dude, I
but
saw that too. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm like, are
he's
you
making
fucking
fun of
kidding me?
Anthony Smith before his debut in the UFC.
Wow, that's such trash. And then his ass gets fucking brutalized with leg kicks, and like that's how
I mean,
karma works.
I'll say though, like fucking Kai Fernandez is I think is a top like 15 level fighter. Like his overall skill set, like he's really good
Oh,
when it
I
comes to
concur,
overall
man.
skill set.
Yeah, dude. Like when I found out he was fighting Harry Hardwick, as soon as I found out Harry was
Yeah, I
fighting, I
bet
didn't know
him
who he
too. I got
was.
him at like minus, I
Dude,
think minus 180 or something. Like it was like he
oh,
should
dude,
have been minus fucking
I
1,000.
bet literally. I swear to God, I bet three-quarters of my paycheck on him. I was like, I was
Yeah,
out working
it
myself,
was
bro.
just such a straightforward fight because Hardwick doesn't really have great wrestling. Like the way he's been winning fights outside UFC is him just like a lot of these guys get tired beating him up. They're not able to finish him. And then he's like like finding his way back in fights, and he's like going. It's like every fight is super close with the Harry Hardwick. I'm not sure which brother is like worse. Is it Hardwick? Is Harry Hardwick worse or George Hardwick is worse? Because George Hardwick lost to Samuel Silva. I think, yeah, he
Oh,
lost to Samuel Silva, by the way, who was on the contender series last year and got knocked out on the Dana White contender series
that is.
by that Canadian. You remember that Canadian Nando Mandela or something? His name is like Nando something. They call him
I'll
the
be
Rad
honest, bro.
Garbage. You know the
I
Rad Garbage? Rad Garbage.
I'll
That's
be
what his
honest.
nickname is. It's some Canadian
That's
fighter who's in the UFC now. Literally
I'm
call him
not
Rad Garbage.
rad garbage. I'm gonna have to look him up. I'll be honest, man. I don't know much of who he is, but I do have a good bet for this card, and I'm gonna do two separate parlays because I think this is kind of smart. I got Vito Petrino for submission round combos 1 and 2 on my most confident parlay. I'm spending a few bucks on that, and then I got a separate
What is that
parlay.
at? Like the Bertino submission
I got it at plus 280 for submission round combos 1 and 2. And the reason
one two,
being is
yeah.
because I finally did notice something about Asplin. At first, I didn't know how his wrestling defense was, and I was doing some more tape studying because I got my own
He's
channel
been
too.
taken on multiple times,
Yeah,
bro.
he
Not
can't be
even people
taken
are only
down.
talking about the Freeman fight, I think, but they haven't like looked back into those other fights. He's been taken on before, even in fights he's won.
Yeah, dude, and I just heard Vitor just got his black belt in jiu-jitsu not too long ago. And this guy, he is
Yeah.
underrated with his wrestling, bro. Like he can absolutely submit this guy.
I think
Or
Liam
if he
mentioned that, right? Liam, like he's really good. I think Liam from he mentioned that he got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so that was
dude,
good information.
I'm telling you, bro, that parlay, and then for KO round combos 2 and 3 for Asplin, I got that on seven parlay. Dude, KO round combos 2 and 3 is above plus 800. That's fucking insane. Because if
Bro,
Vitor cannot
I'm
finish
gonna
him the
throw up
second
if
round,
fucking Asplund knocks him out. I'm gonna throw up because I really don't like this guy. Like he's not. I don't think he's good. Even I've been saying this back in LFA. I
yeah,
don't think this guy's good. But he does some things that are really well for a heavyweight. He throws a lot of volume. He keeps a high pace on these guys. There's some things you gotta respect. He's got good cardio. Like he's good motor.
he
But like
kind of
I don't think
reminds me
he's
of
that
Nate
skilled.
Diaz with his style. You
Yeah,
notice that?
yeah, he's got that Nate Diaz style, but like
Hmm.
I feel like we're disrespecting Nate Diaz even comparing them together.
No, with
But yeah,
like
I know what you
the
mean.
dog, the grit, the style, striking, not the looks, obviously, no, but like, nah, but I mean,
Are you
I,
excited for him to do the titty dance? What do you think about that?
oh Jesus, I'm gonna I'm probably not gonna look at my phone because I'll be working that night, and I'm
That
not gonna
shit
be able to
is
watch it.
that might be the worst
Uh,
celebration in the UFC, like altogether, if you really think about it. That's gotta be the worst celebration.
oh my gosh, dude, just imagine his titties all over Vito Petrino in that
He should get
clinch.
the
Oh, that's gotta be
surgery, bro. Like
gross.
I think the surgery is not even that expensive. You know the skin removal. When you lose a lot of weight, I mean you have the excess skin left. You can get that surgery and remove your like extra skin you have in your body. I mean,
I mean,
I think he got a bonus right over beating up that fat fuck Sharaf,
Sharaf,
whatever his name
I bet
is.
on Sharaf, dude. Like I was so
He
disappointed
actually
in myself.
made him look kind of good. I mean, like he
Yeah.
made Sharaf look like he was actually kind of good. Because I think Petrino would knock him out in the first round. I really do, man. I don't think Petrino would take him to the second. Like fucking, it was a standing TKO. It wasn't even like a knockdown or anything, right? Like Did he drop him? I don't think
Standing
it
TK.
was a standing
Yeah.
TKO. That's what I'm saying. Like this guy doesn't have that much power. I mean, but like the only way he's gonna win if Petrino is dumb, which he might, because sometimes he is kind of stupid. But like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's
I
gonna
mean,
fumble this one. This one should be a easy one for him. But are
he
you
should
excited to like? Who are you? What's your prospect on the card? Like, what's your favorite prospect on this card?
on this whole card.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean, like a very new prospect, or just in general, or like, my bad. Are you talking about like fresh new prospects that's on this
yeah,
card?
yeah.
Right.
Like coming off like contender series,
Uh,
like what's the
um,
prospect you're keeping an eye on the most? Because there was a lot of guys of contender series. Right? We got Rahiki coming off contender series. We got actually there's only a couple. We got fucking I mean fresh off contender series, right? We got Manuel Souza. We got Hector Souza coming off contender series. Like we got three guys making their debuts on this card off
Hector
contender
Silva.
series.
Is Hector the one that's training with Eliot Sportia's camp?
Honestly, I don't. He's from Spain. I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know that for a fact if he's training with Ilya Taparia's camp, but he's from Spain. That's all I know.
He's a pretty good fighter. But not him.
Probably
Um,
Souza, Ray Souza, Manuel
it's
Souza. He's the one that knocked out Rufi. He's the guy that knocked out Rufi.
don't get me
Also,
wrong.
the
Like I saw that fight. That was back in 2019.
yeah, he got knocked down early. He got knocked down early. People don't talk about that part, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and I know a lot of people are convinced with that win, but I'll be completely honest, bro. Like, I'm not too convinced. The reason being is because when I saw Mauricio's performance then compared to now, Mauricio was an average MMA fighter. I mean, he still had power. He's still deep, pretty good, but he's nowhere near as good compared to obviously now. And to me, I'm not too convinced with that win. However, he does have the power advantage. He does swing for the fucking fences with hooks, and his offensive wrestling is not bad, but he can't be taken down,
Yeah,
and
he
that
gets
does
taken
make me
out a lot.
really
Yeah, he
nervous.
does get taken
Um,
out a lot.
uh, I'll be honest, man. I'm gonna have to go with Freaky Rahiki. He's my most exciting prospect.
Freaky
I think that,
Rahiki, bro. He's like
yeah,
he almost got fucking slumped out a couple of
I,
times.
I know. I just don't like Harry. That's why I'm excited for Freaky Rahiki. I hope he knocks his ass out. I hope he
Where's
just
Manuel Souza's?
outdoes it.
What's his handle on Instagram? Manuel Souza. Trying to find his
Oh,
IG right now. Well, that's probably this is it. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the
mm,
Instagram. I mean, and
mm.
Blasioki might have more followers than him if you like when you think about it.
You know what's so funny about this fight, bro? And I'll say this really quick before I have to go to work. I have a funny feeling this fight is going to be similar to the Michael Johnson versus Drew Dober fight. I think Oki's going to have good success in the first two rounds until he eventually gets caught.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are like predicting this week. That I feel like it could go similarly too, because Souza like he doesn't start too fast. He kind of builds in, finds his
He's a,
timing late when people like start getting a little bit tired, slowing down a little bit, later.
I agree. And that, what was that name? Christian? Is that the guy that he beat, right? Is that his name?
Which one? I think that was the guy on Contender Series, wasn't he?
Is it Christian? Is that his name?
No, that was someone else. Never mind. This was some guy in LFA. He's a Christian Perez guy. I mean, he's actually really good, man. I want to see him back on Contender Series. Like, he just got tired, right? If he didn't get tired, probably would have won the fight.
And I noticed about Blasi, he still pushes the pace in the third round, but you can tell by the body language, he does tend to slow down. There's not much pop in his shots, and he does become a little bit more hittable in the third round compared to the earlier rounds, in my opinion.
Yeah, Oki's like he's good. He's a good hammer, but like a really bad nail. Like once he's like
Yeah,
facing adversity, like he just kind of like doesn't want to be there anymore. That's kind of what I take away from his fights when he's losing.
yeah, bro. I'm gonna sprinkle KO round combos 2 and 3 for
Like I don't have anything on
yeah,
this fight right now. I was thinking about the doesn't go the distance because it's like minus 160, but like I feel like
that's good.
it could be a good bet, right? Because they're both half finishing upside in this fight. Like Oki could catch him early, hurt him bad. Mendoza could finish him when as Oki gets a little bit tired, slows down a little bit, later in the second, third round maybe. So it's kind of what I was thinking, but I haven't got to like a bet yet on this fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this really
I
quick,
do
bro,
have
before
Ricky
I
by
go.
KO. I got Ricky by KO, Delgado by
I
KO,
like that.
Delgado under 2.5 rounds in Delgado fight.
Yep.
I have what else do I have on this card? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I have a couple more like props. I haven't made a parlay yet on this card. So I'm like, last
If you
week I
want to
did really
sprinkle,
bad in parlays.
if you want
Last
to
week I
sprinkle a
did
few
better on straight
bucks,
bets. Like I had 3 straight bets last week, bro. Like I had a Balato. No one believed in my boy
nice.
Balato last week.
No,
No
dude,
one,
I
bro. I was
did,
the
dude.
only
I
one.
was on Blotto too. I
You were in
told
Balato
people,
too? Let's go,
yeah, bro.
man.
I
Let's
swear to
go.
God, dude. I told people on my channel, I was like, look. So he lost to what's that guy? His name
Petrino,
is
he
again.
lost to Petrino and Sterling, bro. Like those two guys. I
Yeah,
mean, what would they do to Fernandez? Like, come on.
right. And then I noticed something when I rewatched that Sterling fight in the third round. I noticed Blotto won that round, and he was landing on him. And I was thinking, dude, if you can take that many hits from Sterling, and if you can, out, outbox him in the third round because Sterling was like, I don't give a fuck, I already won this fight anyway, 2 rounds out of 3. What do you think he's gonna do to Luke? I'm like thinking, dude, like Sterling's got good power, so does Petrino, and I noticed the improvement was durability. And I know Dolpho's got the dog, and I was like thinking, dude, I think Blotto's going to pull this off too. Luke's
I
got
didn't
nothing but
expect him to knock
hands.
him out in the first round. That was something I did not see coming. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
that
I
was
believe that.
nasty. I mean, he got 100K for that, so I'm happy for Balato because he's a bro. People are like hating on him because he got upkicked by Paul Craig, which he did kind of like play into a little bit. I'll be honest, like he was playing that off a little bit more than he should have. But like it
Yeah,
wasn't like it was his fault, you know.
yeah, bro. I agree, man, with 100%.
And Paul
But
Craig
bro,
is good, man. Paul Craig has wins over fucking Jamal Hill. He's got wins over Magomed Ankalaev. Like Paul Craig, he's good. I mean, he's got wins over Moniz by KO ground and pound. Like, I mean,
yeah,
fucking Paul Craig is good, man. I mean, he doesn't have a chin anymore, but he's been knocked out
yeah,
multiple
man,
times. But he's pretty solid.
bro.
What
One
do you guys
fight.
think is the best value on this card? I mean, value wise, let me see. Value wise, it's gotta be fucking Bruno Silva, man. I feel like value wise, it's gotta be Bruno Silva money line. That's like the only underdog that I kind of like on this card the most. Maybe Lemos, but Lemos is definitely may fight. I mean, I think Bruno Silva with his finishing ability, like he can find a submission, he can find a KO. Like he's gonna be super alive. I think Bruno Silva. Lemos is also a good underdog. I feel like. What do you think about this one, Omar C versus Kutalaba? Like I don't have anything on this
Bro,
one. I'm struggling to
I'm
even
on the
make a pick.
Kutalaba side. I don't trust Umar, man. Not yet. This is a fight I got to see to believe. The reason being is because I still will never forget the Alonzo Menafield fight. And okay, you beat Brenson. You did look good in that fight. You took him down. You did what he's supposed to do. But
Yeah,
come
the
on,
Manyfield fight was such a bad look because he just looked scared to even throw down against Manyfield.
Kutalaba's gonna
Manyfield is a fucking scary dude.
bro. Kutalaba's gonna pressure him. Umar better pray and hope he gets that takedown because if he doesn't, he is fucked. I'm sorry, that jab is not gonna work all day. It's not. He
Yeah.
needs that takedown in control and get that ground and pound submission. So if he can do that, he'll win. If not, he's fucked. And I think
Yo, what's
Kutalaba,
your channel by the way? Like we got Luis is asking what your channel is. You should drop it in the chat if you can
oh
like
yeah, yeah, man, sure. I'll definitely type in. I really appreciate
yeah,
you
we'll
guys.
sub to your channel, man. You gotta share your channel with us.
Yeah,
We'll sub
thank
to
you,
your
man.
channel.
Yeah, it's very underrated. It's not as professional as yours, but in the future, I'm working on it. I just do a lot of short videos under 3 minutes, and each week I
Yeah,
post
just
my
try to like
top
do a live
parlay.
stream once a week. I mean, if you just do like one stream, one live stream every like even like as much as you can do live streams, I think is the way to go altogether. Like
Oh, absolutely, bro. So, I want to tell you this before I go, man, and definitely whenever you post your most confident parlay, whether if it's today or tomorrow, you my
I
boy. I'm
didn't do
definitely
it
gonna
this week.
sprinkle
I was
money
like, I
on
don't
it.
feel like making that video this week, but I'm probably gonna do it next week because of the UFC London next week.
Okay, well,
But yeah, go
when you're
ahead.
on the live stream, you'll be on the live stream tomorrow, right, for the fight?
I'm gonna do it later, like later today, not tomorrow. It's
Okay.
later today.
Either way,
The
bro, you
fight
got my
card.
support. Whatever small parlay or bet you got going on, I'll sprinkle $20 on it for
Okay,
you.
let's do it. I'm gonna make a parlay soon. Like I haven't made any parlays on this card because like last week, bro, I did so good on the straight bets, and then I fucking lost money in parlays, like stupid parlays. The fight doesn't go to this in the main event. Like that made me sick watching that shit. Like
Dude, I was all over Charles. Were you on Charles? I was
no,
all
I
over
was not on
Charles.
Charles, man.
What?
I should have
Oh,
fucking seen it coming.
no.
Cause Holloway, like when you really think about it now, like he's just too busy gaming, bro. Like he's always like live streaming, gaming, like he's playing, like he's got too much other shit going on the sidelines. Like Charles Oliveira, like he's only got one thing, and that's MMA now. That's the only way he makes money. So like now that I'm
Yeah,
thinking about it, like I should have seen that coming. But like I was like, I didn't think Oliveira could take him down. Like even when he took down Michael Chandler, right? He was getting hurt later in that fight, right? Like he got hurt
he
really bad.
he
So like yeah,
was,
Max
and
just didn't have an answer at all.
it's as soon as I saw when he fought what's his name? Fuck, Gamrot. As soon as I saw what he did to Gamrot, I didn't see that coming.
I bet him over Gamera. I mean, Gamera took the fight on short
Good for
notice.
you. I
So
was on the opposite. I was like, yo, I think
you're on the
Gamrot's
opposite
gonna
side.
control.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
and
I
I looked
mean,
so stupid. I was like, wow. I was like,
at least you
I've
made
never
it back
seen
on the
Charles.
Holloway fight.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like Charles
bro, I
looked
got
so
plus
damn
110
good.
over Gamrot. I mean, I was like, I don't even like Gamrot. I mean, I've been trying to fade Gamrot forever, and it finally
Yeah,
paid off in that Oliveira fight because he should have been the favorite over Gamrot. Because Gamrot doesn't have any power enough. He's not a good striker. Like he's not really. Also, I was like, he's not really gonna have anything to worry about against Gamrot other than just
yeah.
getting fucking controlled on the mat,
He
which
made
could happen to me. But yeah.
bro, he made Gamrot
But
look so
Holloway, man,
bad,
I think
man.
Holloway might be fucking losing. Like, I don't know, man. He looked really off in that fight. I mean, even let's be honest. I mean, Oliver looked good. He looked good. He followed the game plan really well. Like he got those takedowns that he was getting was impressive, bro. Those fucking
Yeah.
takedowns that he was getting, like up against the fence with his pressure, those body lock. I mean, those throws. I mean,
hmm
those are some beautiful takedowns. I mean, people are saying, "Oh, the fight was really boring," and it to a point, it was kind of boring because Holloway just couldn't get up. I mean, when he was getting taken on over and over, and even the striking, sitting kind of getting struck a little bit. But yeah, those
Bro,
takedowns were beautiful.
the most boring championship fight that I saw was when Islam fought Jack Del Maddalena. That shit was so boring. I was like, I had money on Islam, and I was thinking minus 250. I'm not gonna say no to that shit. I was kind of surprised he was that small favorite when the odds first came out, and then he got his way up to minus 400 and above. As soon as I saw that fight, I was like, this is so boring. He is hardly doing any ground and pound. He's just controlling him. And I'm like thinking, after the third round, I turned off TV. I was like, all right, it's over. Islam won. I can tell. I don't have to watch it anymore. That was the worst, probably championship fight that I've seen in the UFC in a long time.
The
But
Holloway and
Charles,
Oliveira fight, or which one are you talking about?
oh no, Islam versus Jack Della Maddalena.
No, it wasn't
That
the
shit.
worst. I mean, there's a Rose versus Carlos Barza might have been the worst one ever. That was also a title
Oh,
fight. Let's not
yeah,
forget
yeah.
about that one. I mean, this one was boring. Jack Della and Islam, like it was similar to. I mean, like it's one. I mean, I've seen people hating on that Islam and JD. I mean, I'm not saying you're hating on it. It was kind of boring. I'll be honest. It was boring. Like I didn't expect him to like just not finish him on the ground. But JD has good submission defense, right? He's
It was
definitely
a
been
really
working on
good
his submission
half.
defense.
Bro, it was just a wrestling match the whole time. They barely stand and bang on the feet. I was thinking, like, dude, like, I thought the Dreykus fight when he fought Hamzat for the title, I thought that was more entertaining than the Islam one. Well, I get it. Islam had to do what he had to do to win. He was smart about it. He knew not to stand and bang with
Yeah,
Jack
it's
for
because
too
his
long.
team, bro. Like I think Islam wants to strike out there, but it's Habib in his fucking corner yelling at him to wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. That's him, bro. You ever like every time, like even in the Poirier fight. You remember the Poirier fight?
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun fight, right? The Poirier fight was fun,
I love
but
more
it's not
fights.
like Habib was in his corner, fucking yelling at him, bro. Why are you not wrestling? Wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. Let's wrestle, brother. Let's wrestle. Like he was yelling at him in the corner. So I think
Bro,
in this fight, he probably told him that JDM like don't even take the chance to strike with this guy. And he was out striking him a little bit. I mean, when they were on the feet, obviously JDM wasn't worried about the takedowns. I mean, so that's kind of thing. That's kind of why these Dagestanis they have such a high success rate because they give you so
mm,
much to worry about, right? You can't get your offense going.
I agree, man.
Even the Chimaev fight, Chimaev and what do you think about Chimaev Strickland? What do you think about this? What do you think about that fight?
My last prediction before I leave, bro. It's gonna be Chimaev all day. Double
Chimaev
chance
all
submission,
day.
double chance submission or decision.
You don't
And
think like Strickland has any chance? I mean, he beat Fluffy Hernandez, right? He was able to defend his takedowns, but I mean, obviously, Chimaev is such a fucking beast. Like his takedowns are so much better. Like,
yeah,
but
like I can see like Strickland going really hard, like maybe in the
it would
fifth
be
round.
really funny if Strickland pulled off the upset. I just want to see him get an upset. It would be really hilarious. I think.
No, no, don't get me wrong. Play on the safe side for me. I'm gonna put Strickland on parlay for Cameron combo 4 and 5 because that's the only chance I see him winning this. He's good. I do notice Chimaev does tend to slow down in rounds 4 and 5, especially the fifth round when he fought Dreykus. And Dreykus, You know, he
Ryder's
almost
got
pulled
him in
off.
full mount at one point. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
people are just forgetting about that part now.
Yeah, and Strickland's a psycho. Like he doesn't care. His cardio's good. He's gonna go balls deep in the fifth round. He's gonna swing with heavy
I
intent.
really hope that Chimaev doesn't submit him early so we can see that fight go 5 rounds. It's gonna be fun, I think. It's gonna be a fun back and forth fight.
Yeah,
It's
but
not Lane, bro. It's Paige. It's our boy Paige.
it's
It's
Paige,
not
man. What's
Lane.
up, bro? It's all good.
Bao's been
But
simping to it. No, Lane's
Dude,
probably just, I don't know. Lane's probably looking at the NBA bets or soccer bets. Lane's been cooking on soccer and NBA. We did
nice.
pretty well on NBA last night. I went like 7 on NBA, so I did pretty well on NBA.
That's a sport I need to get better at, man. Because my friends are all about NBA, and I'm not good. I'll be honest, man. I need to learn.
NBA
Like
is like
it's
tricky, bro. Like I've been watching a little bit more now, so I've been getting a little bit better like at it. But I've had like bad fucking weeks for NBA. Like I've had really good. Like December was one of the best months ever for NBA for me. Like, bro, I was like, I won like almost like 30 fucking units on in December alone NBA because we had an off week from like off month from UFC, so I didn't have anything else to do. So I was just fucking watching NBA like every night. I mean,
that's
so it
what's
was
up,
good.
man.
Then January was really bad for me. January was one of the worst months ever for me. NBA is like
Mm,
so hit or miss. Sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah,
absolutely.
drop
Oh,
your
bro.
channel in the chat, man. People wanna know what your channel is, so they can drop your they can
Well,
sub to your channel.
well, that really means a lot, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, bro, whatever picks and bets you got going on tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna sprinkle $20 on it to show my support to you.
Yeah,
So,
just drop your channel. You don't want to drop your channel for the people. Like I'm
oh,
not gonna
I am.
force you, but
Oh no, bro, I
I
am.
think you
I'm
should
gonna
drop it in the
type it in.
chats because they've been asking. I think like, he's been asking for a minute.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'll definitely type it in because I'm like so late for work right now. But yeah,
Oh, you're gonna go
dude,
to
I'll
work right now. Okay, okay. Are you gonna be able to? Are you gonna be able to catch the card later, like the Wigs
oh,
114 card?
absolutely. Yeah, I'll be off work at 5,
Okay.
so I'm good. Yeah, but all
All
right,
right,
bro.
bro. I
Well,
appreciate
guys, I
you hopping
appreciate you,
in
man.
here and like chatting with me. Chatting with the people, hanging out
Of
with us.
course. Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Hey, I'll be on it. I'll be on the channel later on. I'm gonna drop my channel as well. Okay.
All right, bro. See you. See you. Have a good one. Okay. Good luck on your all your bets.
Thanks,
See you
bro. You
later.
too, man. Yes, sir.
All right, guys. W's page for hopping in the live stream. I dropped the link for all you savages, and you guys don't drop. You guys don't fucking come on here, man. Come on. Like I expect better from you guys. Bob, we gotta get you in here, Bob. You don't even have to turn your camera on if you're camera shy, Bob. Like I'll make it easy for you, Bob. You don't even have to turn your fucking camera on if you're camera shy. If you're like nervous or something. If you're like, just come on here. Like let's get you in here, man. Let's get you all. Let's get all you guys in here, man. Come on. I do this calling show for you guys. I mean, we only Paige is the only guy that hopped in. He's been here like a couple of times now. He's been in the on the live calling shows a couple of times now. We also had Latrell before in here. Shut up, Manraj Gupta, Latrell, aka Latrell. He was in here like a couple of weeks. I think it was maybe the last live calling show I did. He was in here. Yeah, we gotta get you. We gotta get more of you guys in here, man. Man, there's like this guy. This guy's pretty sharp. He's got Blazioki money line plus 240 and Blazioki by decision. Man, those of you that like Oki this week, that might be a good sign. That might be a good sign. Those of you that are on Oki this week, because this guy's betting on Blazioki. Normally, that's a good sign. He's a really sharp better. Oki got it. He probably does. I mean, now that I think about it, he probably does. Because Menno Souza's he's losing a lot of these fights until he wins. It's like if he's down 2 rounds and he doesn't get the KO late, fuck, bro, he might fucking lose. Actually, now that I really think about it, he's probably not gonna win if he's down 2 rounds. You can't get that finish. Probably not gonna find a submission. He's gonna have to like go crazy in the fifth and final round. Oki just needs to survive. He's got to make sure he wins the early first 2 rounds. Bob, we gotta get you in here, man. Bob, why are you so nervous? Just get your ass in here. I think the only time I've actually talked to Bob on the live stream, it might have been that guy's the Clown Show's YouTube channel, like when he was one of his live streams. Look, we got Antoine in here, man. How you doing, bro? Good to have you. At least Antoine hopped in the live stream. What's going, man? How you doing?
I'm great, man. Can you hear me? How's my audio sound? I'm
Yeah, we can
listening
hear you,
seven.
bro. Your mic is you got a really good mic, huh?
Uh,
It's loud and clear now.
yeah, it's these AirPod Maxes. My mom had gotten for me for
What's going, man?
Christmas.
W's mom
Um,
for getting those AirPods. How you doing,
hmm
bro? Did you guys do a live stream for this card? This
Not for
Vegas
this one.
114 card?
I did it for the last one. I got two feature stories I really had to put out. They were really
Oh,
time
okay, okay.
sensitive.
NBA has been going crazy right now, bro. I've been fucking doing pretty well in NBA recently, betting wise. Do you
Yeah.
bet on NBA or do you just like cover it like as a journalist?
As I really just cover as a journalist, it's pretty funny you asked me that. So I used to work at the State Farm Arena. I worked there for 5 years. That's where the Atlanta Hawks play. I worked there while I was in college, really just to meet connections every night for the
So what did you
journalists.
do? Were you like a mascot or something? Dude,
Nah,
those
nah, nah.
mascots make a lot of money, huh? Like I'm trying to be a mascot. I know there's like
Yeah,
mascots that make Denver Nuggets mascot. I was looking this up. I was like,
that's the
holy shit, how much
highest
money do
paid.
these guys make? Because they get to watch the games live, like they're just having
hmm
fun, you know? Like they're making a lot of money, huh? 600K. Those one of I don't know if it's like for every mascot for every team, but like I know the
hmm
Denver Nuggets mascots make like over half a million.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Rocky the Mountain Lion, that's the Denver Nuggets one. He's the highest paid. It's like 637,000
yeah, that
a
shit is
year.
crazy, bro.
It's
Like,
funny.
what
It's
the heck?
funny because the second highest paid, it's actually our mascot, Harry the Hawk, because he's just like it just it's super just synonymous, like Harry the Hawk. It's like this, it's really easy to like to,
Uh,
really know who he
why
is
don't
and
you
stuff.
like apply for that? Like, you should. Why not do that, right? You don't want
Yeah.
to do. You want
So
to be a mascot?
nah, I mean they like that'd be a great job, of course. That's a great career to have. You're traveling anytime, the team needs you to. You're not just doing events at the games, you're doing like charity events, like
Yeah, you're
all
on the
that
road
all
all
the
the
time.
time. Like, you're
All
hanging
the time.
out. I mean, you're
It
eating good food. You're getting
mhm.
paid a lot of money. Getting a lot of
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, it's granted, like, you can't. They sign certain contracts, like non-disclosure agreements. Because when I was working, I didn't answer your question. I worked security at the arena.
Oh,
My
okay, okay,
first
okay.
my first year, like any other first, you start out, whatever they put you. I
Bro, I
was
worked at
working there.
McDonald's. My first job was at McDonald's, like when
hmm
I was 16. So, like, at least you got a better work
hmm
job than your first job.
Nah, yo, I was 19 when I did that. My first job, I was a janitor at a barber shop. I was like 15 years old when I did that. I kept telling my dad, "Hey, I just really I want a job. I want a job." Because that's the age where you want to start buying video games and stuff like that. And my parents weren't like that. They weren't like, they kind of like to act like just to get it because I asked for it, especially not then. So my dad's like, "Hey, you can get a job. We can make that happen." And I wasn't trying to work no fast food because I was in high school and I didn't have a car, so I couldn't like just make the shift every time. So my dad, I got my haircut at this barber shop. That's when I started talking about basketball a lot too. So that's when like I kind of got set on that. But I was working at the barber shop and I used to have to sweep the walls and like at the barber shop it was a hair salon and a barber shop. So you have to do maintenance on both sections. There's women on one side, men on the other. So I'm having like to because you got a new haircut before. When you sit in a barber chair, they have those black
Yeah, yeah, I know
mats
what you
under the
mean.
chair. Like yeah, like they have those black mats under the chairs. I would have to remove those, sweep the hair from under the chair. It was a lot. I used to have to clean the
Were they at
toilet.
least paying you good money for that, or like I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
those
yeah.
barbers make a good living. Those
Yeah, for
barbers.
like for my age, I was 15. I'll only be up there like 5 hours, but they paid me like $15 an hour or something. And that was like 2012. Like no, that was like 2014 when that was happening. So that wasn't like minimum wage now when most minimum wages are like $16,
Bro, it
17
was like when I
hours.
was working McDonald's, I was getting paid like $11, and I was only making like every
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks I'd make like $500. I was like, fuck this, bro. I don't want to do this anymore. You can make
Mm-hmm.
more money selling weed at your high school, like or selling snacks or something. Like you don't even
Right.
like fuck. Like I would go
Mm-hmm.
to like McDonald's off at like 4 o'clock after like school. I'd be done at school like three o'clock, and then go take
Mm-hmm.
a bus and fucking go to McDonald's. I worked there for like I think 4 months. I think I worked there. Then I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't keep it up. I couldn't work at McDonald's because they had us working till like late night shift sometimes. I'd be too tired in the morning.
No, I don't blame you.
Um,
Like I worked at a Captain D's the summer after getting a job at the arena because with arena jobs, if you're working at the arena and stuff like that, and first off, Captain D's it was in case anyone works there in the chat, it is what it is. Get your money. I don't ridicule no one who, of course, getting money for their family, for themselves. But it wasn't the best. You're working with grease more than ever because it's fish and shit like
Yeah,
that.
like even like when you work out like in the kitchen for like fucking McDonald's, bro, all the grease like it makes you sick. Like I was like throwing up and shit in the back. Like
Hmm.
all that grease, like I don't know what kind of oil they put in their food. Like it's so fucking bad. I stopped eating McDonald's after that. Like
Hmm.
I'll be honest, like I wanted to get McDonald's last night, then I was just like, fuck, I can't eat this garbage. Because even their CEO like doesn't eat their food. You seen now, like the CEO, the video that went viral. Like he took
Hmm.
a bite, then he took it out. He's like spit it out after. They don't even
Yeah,
be
like
eating their own food.
that's what most of those commercials do. Like you'll see that one going around with Paris Hilton. I think it's a Hardee's commercial. Like anytime, like any stuff you see like that, like it's just purely for like the money or the advertisement. You get a celebrity just make the product look good. A lot of people want to try it. And but not to answer your question though, like, because you actually do I bet on it. Yeah, like I was getting to, so like that was like my first job or whatever. The arena was like my third or fourth job in my life, but it was the longest one I ever had. It was the best one. I'm getting paid to watch the games and shit like that. But that was the first year,
Yeah,
my first year there. So my second year, I started working the court. I'm working the floor. I'm wearing a red jacket. I had a black one the year before. They give you the red jacket because now you're on TV and you got to match the color of the court and stuff like that.
oh,
So
you were
I'm
cleaning
that.
the court? Like, is that what
No,
you're
no,
saying? Like,
no.
oh,
Like,
okay, okay.
I was working security on the
Okay,
court.
okay,
So,
security, okay.
so when they call timeouts, you walk onto the court. You have to survey your area, make sure no fans come onto the court. Just stuff like that. Like during NFL games, you'll see them on the field wearing yellow and stuff like that. Those guys that got to spear dudes if they try to. Like if someone comes down from the stands, like yeah, like they have dudes everywhere that you wouldn't even imagine that they are on top of law enforcement. So I'm doing that for
Yeah.
the second year. I didn't meet anyone. I'm only working at the arena to meet sports journalists. I'm not there just to get fucking money. Because I was in college anyway. Dudes are expected to be broke. So that was the second year. I met no one. Even being on the floor, I'm seeing celebrities literally every single night. You can't talk to them because you're wearing
You can't, they don't
security.
let you talk to the players? Like, what?
Nah, hell nah.
It's like you get
If they
fired?
talk to you, absolutely on the spot. If they talk to you, that's fine because you can be nice to them. But you can't just like, hey, dap them up and like, hell nah, because you'll come off like a fan and shit like that. And they tell
Damn,
you before
that's
you.
fucking sucks, bro.
I mean, yeah, like they tell you before they even move you down there, like, hey, to
I
make
mean, you
sure
can just like get their signatures, like, and make money with that, right? Sell a bunch of like merch or something. I mean, there's a lot of kids that do that, you know. Like a lot of
Hmm.
kids that a lot of parents they make their kids go up to players and they sign their like a merch and then they sell that on eBay or like
Hmm.
Amazon and shit. I mean, there's a
Nah,
lot
for
of that
sure.
going on.
Because it's a lot that goes into it. People don't understand. Like, the players make the most out of everyone because they're on the floor. They're the reason the game exists. But there's so many different levels to the game where people get paid at, and it's a lot of like different shit goes on, man. If you want to get into an industry around anything like that, like it's a lot. The same goes for MMA. All these managers, the agencies. You saw that fighting documentary with the whole Aljamain Sterling shit. They're trying to get
I
him
don't
to
think I
take the
watched
Sean
it.
fight.
There's a documentary about Sterling.
Nah, it was the fighting thing. Dana pulled the plug on it because it was showing too much stuff. But it showed in one of the meetings that it was Hunter Campbell, Tiki Gosson, that's Aljamain Sterling's manager, and Aljamain was there leading into UFC 292. They was like, hey, hey, I'm trying to get Sean's fans to go to you, Aljamain. If you don't want to fight, I'm not forcing you to fucking fight. But that's why we're doing this event. And Aljamain was like, nah, that's cool. I get it. But at the same time, like, it just felt kind of blindsiding, like, with y'all making the fight. And, even then, because I'm about to get back to the NBA shit, but I, like, when that happened, I was like, yo, they're like, there's something fucking going on when Aljamain even took that fight to begin with. Because he had just fought at 288. He had just beat Henry Cejudo. Fucking Sean hadn't fought in like since October. That was at UFC
Yeah, I
280.
remember they made him do a really quick turnaround for that
So it was
Nally
so it's
fight.
so it was like what the fuck, and like so when that shit happened, like that showed me like nah, they really do like pick and choose for certain motherfuckers, like certain niggas, like if certain people they want to be certain places. It is what it is. Sean O'Malley was fighting in Boston at UFC 292. People know O'Malley is obviously an Irish last name. 100%. There's an Irish population in Boston, and Dana White himself is from Boston, Massachusetts, man. So obviously he wanted a really big event for that card, and they had the snipers up there, and they pulled the trigger on Aljamain Sterling, man. And like that just was what it was. And like, yo, they couldn't protect Sean for long, because Marab was undeniable. That's why I'm not saying Sean was trying to duck him, but that's why as soon as he beat Cheeto, he was calling for the Ilya fight. But he was like, yo, hey, if you need me to.
I'm glad he didn't get the Ilya fight. Thank God for that. Holy shit. I forgot about him calling for Ilya fight.
He said, is
Completely
he
forgot about
rapping?
that.
I'm dead.
It's just, Matt's funny. Matt said, I'm going to lock Eileen Perez in my basement, make her my personal mascot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But no, the last thing I will say, though, about the NBA stuff, again, like, because I left off on my third year. After the court, I started working upstairs in the suite areas. That's when, like, all the owners and stuff like that, they'll be up there in the suites. They're not courtside where the fans are. Any owners from opposing teams, any GMs, any managers, they're upstairs in the suite. So that's when I started. And I'm up there wearing a nice suit, too. And obviously, you see how, like, I'm talking to
You
you.
dripped out, huh? You're all dripped out up there.
Nah, it's like, it's all about a big presentation. When you're working in journalism and stuff like that, a lot of that is like a first impression. You only get one chance to make a good first impression, literally. And I want any person that ever experiences me, even if it's only 5 minutes, I want them to enjoy their experience. I don't want them to ever have, to be able to say something bad about me, like I was an asshole or like, anything like that. And I don't care what others think. It's just that's how I want the world to see me, because that's how I see myself. And I do believe in treating others how you want to, be treated and stuff like that. And like the last thing I will say, so that's when I started meeting all journalist people, right? So my last year there, I met Rich Paul, you feel me? That's LeBron James' agent, you feel me? And like
what do you think about LeBron James right now? Like, is it crazy to say that every time like LeBron's not playing, they do a lot better? Reeves and Luca.
See, me personally, it's funny you asked me that because I covered the Los Angeles Lakers for my one of my publications. It's called
So what
The
do you think
Lead.
about that?
Yeah, nah, man, I don't think the two correlate whatsoever. I think there's been times where they've won with Austin and LeBron versus, or they'll have LeBron and Luca, or Austin and LeBron, just stuff like that. Like there's been times even, yeah, like when they were in the playoffs making the Western Conference Finals, that was off LeBron, AD, and Austin Reeves. Like, Luka Doncic wasn't there for that. So I don't think it's a matter of that. I think any person that plays with Luka, I don't think he's a black hole, but regardless of whoever you are, you take a back seat to him. Like that's why he'll end the first quarter with 20 points sometimes, but the Lakers will only be up by like 5 or 3. Because who else is going to take the ball from him? No one, but he can obviously produce anytime he wants to. But do I think they're better without LeBron? Absolutely not. Nah, no one can replace what he brings from on the offensive floor of the game. Even on the defensive side, he's still better than like 65%, in my opinion, of the league. So even at 41 years old, he just had like 21, 6, and 7.
You think he's all natural at 41 years old to be hooping
Yeah. I
like
mean,
that?
yeah, absolutely.
Nah, there's no way you actually believe that, do you? There's
yeah,
no way
well,
he's natural at 41.
but people gotta realize, like these are like professional athletes. It's their job to stay
It
in
is their
shape.
job, but like the way he's like dunking up there, like at 41 years old, we don't see that often. I mean,
But now look at it like
41
this
to be
though,
dunking like that.
like he's already and I agree with you 100%. Like he's an anomaly. He's the longest piece. No one's ever played 23 seasons, this and that. But to answer but my genuine rebuttal to that is like these are literally the best basketball athletes on the planet. He's already 6'9". Most people have never seen a person over like 6'4" in their lives. Most people have never seen a real 7-footer, a real 7'1", 7'2". Like, you're covering NBA games, you're covering college games. Most dudes have never seen someone really 6'7", 6'8". So when you're
I never seen anyone who's 7 feet tall. Maybe the Great Cully. I think he's like 7'2" or something. Yeah, I've
And
seen him in India.
even then, Andre the Giant, he was 7'4", yo. So like those dudes have been around. They've been specimens. Big Show himself, he's 7 foot tall. The Undertaker, he is 7 foot tall. Kane, he was 7 foot tall. So like dudes like that, when you're specimens and on top of having athletic ability, like I always say wherever world class talent goes, cameras follow. That's why everywhere they go, people got phones out, like all that stuff, because you don't see that every day. On top of being able to play basketball at an extremely high level, and again, most dudes have never seen someone that tall. Everyone in the NBA is that tall, unless you're Trey Young or Bronny James or Fred Van Vliet. You're out there. I mean, like Shea Gildas Alexander, SGA. Everyone know that, SGA, this and that. He's 6'6".
Bro, he's
As a
special. SG is special, man. I mean,
and he's a
he's the best
Canadian.
clutch player, isn't he? Ever?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like by the numbers, yeah,
he's
and he
so
just
good.
broke Will Chamberlain's record, man, for the most 20-point games in a row.
Bam
And like
just
I
bro, what do you think about Bam like scoring 83 points? Like, do you think like him beating the Kobe record? Like, what do you think about that?
personally,
Half of those were free throws, weren't they?
I mean, yeah, it was like a
But it was still
national
impressive.
number. Yeah, it was like 40 free throws or something like that. But nah,
Yeah.
I'll go with what you just said. I think it's still impressive. 83 points is 83 points, especially as a center. You're a five. You're not supposed to be
You know what's crazy? I
dribbling.
bet him the day after he couldn't hit 23 for me.
Hmm.
He scores 83 points, and then I bet him for 23 points, and he couldn't. He missed by like 2 points for me last night. That's
Hmm.
crazy. That's how it is NBA sometimes, huh?
Yeah, no, I definitely think it has something to do with the opponent too. They were playing the Wizards
Yeah, they were
when he
playing the
had that
Wizards. I mean, Wizards
performance.
have really bad defense.
I'm on my laptop right now. I can't.
It's
I
all
can't
good.
even
It's
tell
all
you who
good.
the Heat played last night. They play Miami today. But nah, I mean, I think Bam's a great player. He's always had, he's like a three-time All-Star. To answer your question, like I said again, 83 points is 83 points. You feel me? So I'm not gonna take it away from him. It's hard as fuck to do that.
I miss
Um,
Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. Kind of like when they were playing with each other, bro. Like Jimmy Butler was going crazy. I remember, like, what
mhm.
happened to him, man?
Yeah,
He
he
needs to go
scored.
back on the Miami team.
He was doing great in Golden State this year. He plays with Stephen Curry now out in San Francisco. He tore his ACL a few months ago, so he's out for the rest of the year, and he's like
Yeah.
36 now.
But what do you
So,
think about the White House card? Are you excited about the
oh
White House
yeah, for
card?
sure, most definitely, yeah. Like, because I've been saying in the chats I've been in, I think people are already like taking it for granted. I think the only reason people aren't like really praising it the way that like I expected them to be is because it's so far away. When we're closer to the event and you see them doing a press conference outside of the fucking White House, like I don't understand, like the spectacle alone is what's going to intrigue
Yeah,
me, because
Dana
look,
White said there's gonna be like 85K people that can watch this shit for
at a
free.
park, like down the street. Hell yeah, they're probably gonna do it at Monument Park. Where Martin Luther King had that speech at. Where all those people were. By
I
like
don't
the
know. I've never
Washington
been to that
Monument.
part of America. I've only been up to Buffalo City, so I don't know really know, but that would be pretty
Nah,
crazy.
I mean, yeah, like I definitely think I think it's gonna happen for sure. You're gonna have people flying out to DC for that. It's on Donald Trump's birthday. It's on a Sunday at that. So don't get me wrong. I wanted it to be on the 4th of July because the 4th of July was literally on a Saturday this year. It was absolutely perfect if they wanted to do that. But they did it for Trump's birthday. His birthday is June 14th. So but yeah, to answer your question, I like it a lot. I don't like the Sean O'Malley and Amin Zahabi fight. I wanted him to fight Corey
Yeah,
Sandhagen.
they could
I
have,
want,
bro. Like this is the UFC taking it easy on O'Malley. Like, I
yeah, and
feel
like
like
that's
they're
what that
gonna,
protection shit. Yes, one hundred
yeah,
percent. And I don't like that. It's called the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Don't get me wrong, man. The stars align for them to give Amin Zahabi that fight. I'm not gonna ever say he doesn't deserve it. He worked extremely hard to
yeah.
get to where
He's
he.
a tough dude, man. But like, let's keep it 100 because it should be a O'Malley versus Sanhagen, or it could be O'Malley versus Umar. Like, could be one of those fights, right?
I
Like
agree,
for like a title limiter, because I feel like the
especially
way UFC is
Umar
gonna
because he was
go
coming
with
off
this
a
one, they're
win.
gonna give the title shot to Mally because he has a win over Peter Yan technically.
Hmm.
So I feel like after he beats Imam Jahabi, which he probably will, right? Because I'm picking him to win over Imam Jahabi. I like Jahabi. I picked him over Aldo. I picked him over Chidowara, but those guys are kind of like, I
Okay,
mean,
well.
Aldo almost won the fight. Let's be real, but
Hmm.
Chidowara doesn't even try anymore. Like I don't know what's up with Chidowara.
Yeah, nah, man. And like even with the Sean thing, as I was talking about during the Sean, like the Aljamain stuff, I get it, man. You gotta have like your stars and stuff like that. But when it's called the Ultimate Fighting Championship, man, I want to see the best fights at all times. You feel me? Fuck protecting these guys, you know. And people forget. You know, I'm pretty sure you remember at UFC 270, that Ngannou versus Gane card in Anaheim, California, the original pay-per-view opener. You can check Topology right now and you'll see it's a fizzled bout. It was supposed to be Ilya Topuria versus Movsar Evloev. They were gonna fight each other back then. They were gonna say
Damn,
fuck
I
it. They
do
were
not
gonna
remember that one.
like
That was such a long time ago.
they were gonna get it out the way. You feel me? That was on the same card as Figueiredo versus Moreno 3 because that was the first time they ever had they were having a trilogy and they were gonna have Ilya versus Movsar and Movsar pulled out. You feel me?
Bro,
I think
Movsar
that's
is
when he
always
fought.
injured, man. He pulled out a Murphy fight too, or next week, right? I don't think he's fighting
I
next week.
did he? I pray he didn't. I hope not.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just fake news, but I feel like he pulled out of that fight.
hmm But nah, the last thing I will say, I did want to end on the White House though. Man, like again with the Sean stuff, the stars align because Amin Zahabi is the number 6 ranked bantamweight. He is on a win streak. He does deserve to fight up the rankings. So on paper, like I said, the stars have aligned for these dudes 100%. But they know at 38 years old, that is a way easier fight for Sean O'Malley than Corey Sandhagen would have been. I don't think Corey would have beaten Sean off the rip. I think it
Yeah,
would
I
have
don't
been
think
a
I would
good.
I would have picked O'Malley there, but I think he would have had a better chance of
It would have been
beating
a
O'Malley
fight,
than
man.
the
It would
Image
have just been a.
Javi.
It would have finally because everyone keeps saying, "Oh, that fight is always there. That fight is always there." I want to see these dudes in their prime. Like Corey's 33 right now. Sean's like 2 years younger than him. So once they hit like 35 years old, I think they're trying to save that fight for when like because I always call it like a pay-per-view platform. You feel me? Like Colby Covington, he ran out of those when he
Kobe
beat
Covington.
like not real shit though, real shit. Cause like no, I see it as like what's your claim to fame? How are you going to continue to be on pay-per-views and stuff like that? And I think with Corey Sandhagen and Sean O'Malley, if they're both on 2 fight losing streaks, some way somehow, that is the last time that one big ass fight can put them both on a feature bout and put them both back in the driver's seat to get a title shot. Those will both be big names. It's kind of like how they just did Max and Charles right now. Obviously, like Max can still come back and stuff like that, but like I think he might not fight for a title ever again, and that would be because of that fight. Versus if he would have beaten Charles again after beating Dustin, at 318 and knocking
Yeah.
out Gaethje, like Max would have got a Max would have got a fucking title shot, man. So like it's just stuff like that, I always like that's how I always see it. Like I always see it like how much left do these dudes really have left to really like be on a because some dudes I can't even see on a fight night main event. Jorge Masvidal, I could never have seen him. Like I knew at UFC 287 when he was fighting at home against Gilbert Burns, like that's his last chance, bro. And like everyone knows that shit. And after that, what you're gonna do? You're gonna put a 12 ranked Jorge on a pay per view still? You're not, bro. So
What do you think about Kobe, man? I think Kobe, if he wasn't on a losing streak right now, he probably would be on the White House card.
personally, I
It'd be
still think
Kobe
they
versus
should.
Islam, maybe. Who knows?
Islam, nah. I still think he deserves a big fight because he is still a very big name. But like yo, like these
Like,
dudes
who
really
should he
do.
fight? Because Bilal already has a matchup coming up with Gabriel Bonfim. So a
hmm
lot of guys already booked. Sean Brady's fighting Buckley, I think. So like I will throw it right now. I mean, a lot of guys already have fights booked.
It's hard, He was calling out Ian Gary for the longest, trying to get that fight, calling him the C word and
He
stuff
did
like
not
that.
want that fight. I mean, didn't Ian Gary? I think he came out and said he didn't accept the fight or something back when he was
Mm.
like ranked outside top 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kobe didn't take it because that would have definitely been a hard fight for him. But in terms of the situation that he's in right now, again, a guy that was not a champion, but he was
No,
on
I
pay
think I
per
remember what
views.
happened now because he was like telling his Ian Gary's wife to like do something on the camera or something like some. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember
yeah. He said, "I'll
because I
fight
remember
you."
now. I remember
I remember
he was
that.
making like a
Yes.
stipulation and obviously fucking Ian Gary's not gonna make his wife bark like a dog. I don't remember what it was, but it was something like really weird, something
I just
crazy.
thought it was like, man, like yo, like it's honestly the way I see like MMA at this point, even with like the UFC, because you can look around the fan base, so a lot of people are shitting on it. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not impressed with the last few pay per views. Even going back to that for a second, I thought 324 was pretty good. That was Justin and Patty. That had a pretty good card. That was the opener. 325. It came the next Saturday. It wasn't that good. That Australia card. It wasn't. And
Yeah.
then we
The
had.
Lopez and Volkanovski card, are you talking about, or which one?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that one was
Australia.
kind of a letdown.
It was for sure, especially the main event. Absolutely, because they wanted Diego to get that KO. And I think we had an Apex card after that, and then we had the
Which ended up
UFC.
being really good. I think the Apex card was fun after that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, can't remember what the main win was,
Main
but it was
event,
a really fun card.
I can't tell you. Nah, I agree. Because I watched it that Saturday with my friend, and we really enjoyed that. We had the Mexico City card. That one was decent. It had some. I call it fun decisions. When they're going back and forth, but they're still. You don't get a knockout. And then this last pay per view. 326. It wasn't that good. It honestly wasn't. It had like two finishes on it out of like 13 fights or something like that. And now because I don't want to just go to the extreme. I feel like people are just going off the recency bias too much. As we go to UFC 327, I think that is legitimately a great pay per view. Even with the UFC Seattle, this is going to be a great. It's a great main event, a great card
Yeah, this
itself.
one's gonna be a fun one. Are you still? Do you still believe in Izzy or nah? You
Yeah, I
still
still.
think he can get it done?
I do. I think this is a massive step up for Joe, even, with Israel's older age and
Yeah,
stuff like that. I think Nasruddin Imavov is a better technical striker than people give him
yeah,
credit for.
way better, and he has a better
Um,
gas tank too than Piper. Piper is only good for like 8 minutes early,
I agree. I think,
but he can wrestle. He can
for this
wrestle.
one,
That's the X factor here, maybe.
hmm I agree. No, seriously, yeah, I think Joe's gonna try to mix it up. But I think for Israel, they gave him this fight because I do think they want him to win it, regardless of that Piper shit. I still think a 36-year-old Israel is way more popular than a young Joe Piper. You feel me? And they want to keep Izzy on the roster for as long as they can, just with the fan base he has, whether people like him or hate him, stuff like that. And
People always start hating fighters when there's going losing streaks. Like it's just so it happens every single time in the UFC. When fighters are like on a win streak, they all these guys are like they don't hate them, but when they start losing a couple of fights here and there, then
mhm.
people just start hating them. I
And
don't
I'll
know.
say I'll say this first off, I do think Israel is going to win this fight. I think like I was saying, I think this is a guy that's going to come through. And Israel's just going to be way more technologically advanced than him. It's going to be his speed that might be the detriment. Israel isn't as fast as he used to be. Like when he beat Paulo Costa, like when he beat Robert Whitaker the first time, for real for UFC 243. So for this, Israel just has to avoid the big shot. I do think his chin is going. He's had a lot of striking fights outside of MMA, all the kickboxing, all that. I don't think it takes much nowadays to really hurt him. So I think now he's gonna and he knows what the situation is, man. He knows he's coming back to take this fight. Those are 3 red strikes right there. This is one person I never ever would have thought. From Daniel Cormier, man, to Henry Cejudo, to dudes I would have never thought I would have seen really been losing on the way out like that. Credit to Henry, he never got put on a highlight reel or nothing like that. Maybe if you
He's got a
count
good
this.
chin, man. Cejudo has one of the best chins in the game. Like he's so
Mm-hmm.
fucking tough too.
Mm-hmm. Worst thing
He
that
just
never
has.
happened to him,
I think he just had a wrestling match with Faber, right? Uriah Faber,
Uriah,
and he
indeed.
won. I think in wrestling. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Cejudo.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Shout out, I definitely give credit to Henry. He's never been put on a highlight reel at the end of his career. He did get finished by Demetrius Johnson. If you want to count that Marab, picking him over his shoulder, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that was
Like
those memes that came out afterwards were so hilarious.
like that. Like
Like
those are
people
the
were like
only
saying
times.
Rob Shape saving him from a fire. That
I'm
was like
dead.
the funniest shit ever.
Come on, nah. That's the only time I ever saw Henry really go outside like that. Khabib Nurmagomedov, that wasn't a question. Like John Jones,
Yeah.
that
What's
wasn't a
going on, David?
question.
We got David in the house. Let's go, man.
What's up,
You
man?
gotta
God
watch
bless you.
Antoine. You gotta watch one of these brilliant organizations, bro. They got some good fights over there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the
I'm always
same
watching
promotion
like
that
the
where
Lux,
Rufi fought at. Rufi, Prates, a lot of these guys that
mhm,
have been in the UFC doing really well.
mhm.
Even the Teixeira now. Teixeira has a fight coming up right now, by the way, David. They made Teixeira versus Pavlovich. It's just crazy.
Yeah, he got to step up.
Tellus and Shira versus Pavlovich. I don't know why they made that matchup, but that was a pretty crazy matchup if I'm being honest. But
And even then, man, like I said, like just looking forward, like over the horizon, I think a lot of this stuff is about to change. Even with some of the fighters that have been here for so long, I also think that's why a lot of people are really like desensitized when it comes to UFC nowadays. It's so many new faces, so many new fighters. At one point, because I always relate it to the NBA. I'm 26 now. You feel me? It's not like when I was 12 and when I was 11. All these dudes were older than me. Like I knew who they were coming out of college, stuff like that. Now you got dudes who are younger than most UFC fans nowadays. People aren't doing their research to know all these guys are. Dudes are getting
yeah,
signed too fast. Dudes are getting signed out the ass from all angles. So it's like I think that it's a lot of new faces, and it's just if people aren't they have no emotional connection to these fighters. That's why people keep calling, man, they should got Brock Lesnar on the fucking White House card. Nah, fuck that. I'm watching Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano over. Like, man,
Ronda Rousey. What do you think about that fight? Ronda Rousey and Ngannou fighting on the same card.
and like, yo, again, it's stuff like that. You feel me? They're both literally 39 years old right now, and like most fans want to go back and watch them because those are people they had an emotional connection to, ties to, people you saw rise and fall, and stuff like that. So I think that, and even to answer your question, I like it. I'm gonna watch it, of course. I'm not bashing the fight. I'm not
Yeah,
like these
I'm
dudes that
gonna
talk
watch it too
shit.
just for the drama.
Hell
At
yeah,
least they're
I'm
getting
not,
paid money, right? They're making some good money there,
and
so
that's the
it's a
biggest part
win-win for
of it.
them.
I agree. We saw what Francis Ngannou said about the whole legacy stuff, saying this is bullshit. They feed fighters to get you to fight for them, but promotions to fight for them and stuff like that. When you go to the bank, you can't deposit legacy. When you go take your kids to school, they don't ask for legacy to register your
Yeah.
children. They ask for money, just shit like that. And he was being real about the shit, man. And I do think everything is subjective. I think in every sport, some people are playing it straight for the money, and some are playing it because they want to be the fucking greatest of all time at whatever that is, and the money just follows at that. I do think the people that want to be the
You know what
greatest of
I
all
think the
time.
UFC should do? I feel like they should when you have a certain amount of fights, like Torres has like I don't know over 30 fights almost. I think when you get to a certain point, you should get a retirement plan. While the UFC, they
Mhm.
should set up like a retirement plan for you.
Yeah, most leagues have that. The NFL has a pension. The NBA has a pension. Most of these leagues have pensions. If you do a certain amount of service to us, we know there's wear and tear on your body. We know everything you experienced, your injuries. We will look after you and your family for the rest of your lives. Kind of like with the presidents, every former president, they get looked after they leave the White House. They already have a fully furnished house. They get around the clock security even after they're done being the president. So like, it's just stuff like that. Anytime you've ever done a great debt to someone, whether entertainment, politics, stuff like that, most of the time they do get rewarded for that. That's why I think the UFC is the only league that doesn't have a pension, like a fighter pension. That's why with that antitrust lawsuit, when that shit came out, like I think a year ago now, it's like the payout was like 375 million or something like that.
Yeah, a
That's
lot
why
of fighters they got over like a couple hundred K. I mean, Moicano's the only one that refused to get
and he
paid
tur-
because he's
and
just
he turned the shit down. Yes, he did,
yeah, like he's
and
such
he
a
turned it
fucking Dana
down.
White bootlicker that he turned that shit down.
He turned it down, and like I get it. You feel me? That might have made him look good in front of the eyes of the UFC, but I do think that's man, like
They don't give a
again,
fuck. I
like
don't think they care about Moicano just because he refused to take the money. They don't give one shit about him.
I do think again, like that's when it comes down to being like, subjective. Don't nobody asks you to do nothing, in your life. If you choose to, I always say this, like, yo, like going to college, all that shit, like all that type of stuff, man. Like, yo, even going to college, going to school, living life, period. It's all about what you offer to society. Point blank fucking period. I don't give a fuck if you're like, yo, I always tell people you could be a millionaire doing anything. You could be a millionaire designing tables, making furniture, designing
I
clothes,
mean, you could
making
be a
food,
millionaire selling courses, bro. You could be fucking telling people what to do, and
anything.
you could be a millionaire.
Real shit. And I mean legally, and I mean like legitimately, if you're good at anything, you can make $1 million off that shit. You just have to know how good you have to be to make $1 million for something. Most people can't fathom how good you have to throw. They only think, oh man, they get paid to play basketball. They get paid millions of dollars to play basketball. Man, there's dudes outside playing at courts for fucking free. So you can imagine how good you have to be to get like Jaylen Brown from the Celtics. You got 300 million fucking. Like, do you have any idea how good you have to? Even actors. I always say them the most because like
Jalen
if
Brown
you're
has been leveling up this season, though. I mean, after Tatum left, Tatum's back now, isn't he? I think he's back
yeah,
now.
he's healthy now.
He's
Yes, he
back
is.
now.
Like remarkably, that's historic. You never seen a player come back 10 months after tearing an Achilles injury, especially the way that he did. He was crying on the court and all of that. So but now I was just like, yo, the whole money shit. It was going back to the UFC with. So if you're gonna sign up to be a mixed martial artist, yo, and that's how you're gonna feed your family, because most of them do that because they've been in martial arts their whole lives, just growing up doing this shit. It's no different than kids to go to the NBA, go to the NFL, NHL, MLB, whatever. They grew up doing that shit their whole lives. You feel me? So only the certain ones who are a certain level are gonna make a certain amount. You feel me? That's why Dana was like, "Oh man, you eat what you kill." You feel me? Because you have to, and that's why, like, yo, the UFC is such a crazy. If you're a millionaire off that shit, I'd have one of the biggest egos in the world. Cause I'm making money off killing motherfuckers on a landscape for money. World class killers. I'm
Yeah.
beating their asses on the world stage for fucking money. There's no more. It can't get any realer on some gladiator shit than that. You feel me? So if you're choosing that to be your source of income, that's hard, man. And you have to be really good at that shit to get paid that. The moment your quality goes down, your money goes down. You feel me? And that's why I think, like, yo, Rhonda probably came to them. She probably asked for a certain amount, and she said it. And like they just didn't give it to her. And hey, we saw John
I don't
Jones
think
ask.
Ronda's like the biggest draw anymore. I don't know, man. I mean, if they didn't have Ngannou on the card, I probably wouldn't watch the card. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Cause
The
see,
only reason I'm
like,
gonna watch that card, the Netflix card, I think Jake Paul is the one that it's the most valuable promotions, right? That's the one that um that's the organization, right? I think most valuable MVP. It's owned by
mm-hmm.
Jake Paul, I think, with Devin
And,
Netflix deal.
yo, and shout out to him, man. Again, I'm not one of these dudes who be haters online for no reason. He is a really smart businessman.
Yeah,
For what
he
he's
is a good
done
businessman. Yeah,
in his career, like, he is really intelligent for the shit he's doing. These people continue to work with him, and he's only provided a big fight after big fight after big fight. I didn't even watch the press conference. I heard he was trying to call out Francis or some shit like that, saying he beat him too.
it should have been him versus Francis. I think that would do a lot of really good numbers.
And like, yo, and I have nothing but respect for him because he hopped in that motherfucking ring. He got his jaw
Yeah, but
broken.
Anthony Joshua, bro. I mean, I don't know if I would hop in with Anthony Joshua for any money.
And man, because you could tell he knew, and again, I respect him for that. Because man, he 100% tried to win that fight. Man, he was getting on his bike from the opening bell because he knew as soon as he lands one real shot on me, it is fucking over, man. Most dudes, again, that's another, like how I said, most dudes never seen a 7-footer and shit like that. Most dudes have never been even hit that hard in their lives. Like even been in a
Yeah,
fight
Joshua is
before.
scary as a boxer. Look what he did to Ngannou. Look what he
Like for
did to
real.
Ngannou.
You're
Yeah,
getting paid millions to punch people. Do you have any idea? like like yo, and like yo, and even then with what SFT just said, um, in the chat, I feel him on that 100%. Like I do 100% think they can pay more. I think at one point
yeah.
they are going to pay more. Because it's the $7.7 billion shit. Again, like yo,
No, I don't
billion.
think. Oh, I don't know if they pay him 25K and then they pay him 100K on top of that. I think it's like,
Yeah,
is
no,
it
they
like that?
said if you get the $100,000, you're not eligible to get
Yeah, I
that
don't think.
extra
David.
25K.
I don't think they pay you like 125K. I think it's okay. They pay for every finish you get 25K guaranteed. And if you get a performance bonus, then you get 100K instead of the 25K, I think. But yeah, that is a lot of money, though. That is a lot of
I was
money.
gonna say, now don't get me wrong, yo, if you make 100 bands in one night, man, that could change your
Yeah.
fucking life. I don't care who you are,
Yeah,
bro. If you invest it the
that is
right
true.
way, like yo, and I get it because they're not getting.
I think your microphone just went out, bro. Let me see. Or maybe it's my. I think your microphone
Sponsorships
just cut
left.
out, bro. Okay, you're back. You're back.
Oh
You're
shit.
good now.
Yeah, my bad,
Again,
my bad. I plugged in my phone and my charger.
that's all
That's my
good.
bad. But nah, man, like I think the UFC, it's still extremely young compared to the NBA, which was established in 1947. The NFL, I can't even tell you what year. I know because they've been tracking shit like the National Football Championship. That was like in the 40s. So the NFL has definitely been around since the 40s. The NHL's been around since like the fucking late 1800s. The NHL that was established in like 1906. The UFC was established in
1906.
1909.
Damn.
Yeah, it was something like that. Most definitely. Like yeah, hockey's been around for a very 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 long time. And man, like yo, even to end it, the UFC's been established. That was 1993, man. Like 1993. So to have come this far, like in this short amount of time, I will say it's pretty crazy. You know, I like the NBA in 1977. They had just merged. Like literally, the merger was in '76. That's when they formed the NBA with both leagues. So I mean, like yeah, man, and this is year
What's your opinion on
33.
WNBA? Do you think it's gonna be anything special? WNBA?
Yeah, I'll be honest. You know, like yeah, like how I always am. You know, you got to be a basketball lover to enjoy it because most people are casuals. You know, you're not having alley-oop dunks. You know, and like shit like
Yeah.
that. That's a big part of basketball. Some dudes that dunk on motherfuckers. You know, but you're having, but nah. Like in my opinion, the girls are more technical than the guys because they have to be that dominant. You know, they're not just abused with physicality and shit like that. And there's a lot of good hoopers, bro. Like Caitlin Clark, I love watching her. Paige Buckers, I love watching her. Adria Wilson, I love watching her, especially like all the guards. They're really, really good. If you like basketball, the guards are really good because they got handles. You know, I don't know who doesn't like watching Caitlin Clark. I'll be quite honest with you. With how deep she can shoot the ball, how dynamic like she is, with the ball handling and shit like that. Like she was good. You know, I was watching her at Iowa. You know, like breaking Pistol Pete's record. You know, the most points scored ever in NCAA history. You know, so granted,
I have no clue who these WNBA players are. I never watched in my
and even then,
life.
like, yo, it's cool you say that because yo, I'll even tell you the Toronto Tempo, their first season is this year, so there's a WNBA team in your city now. If you want to, support, feel
Really.
free. Absolutely. And I said that because they had you on top of the list for
We
expansion.
got the World Cup coming up, bro, soon. I mean, in Canada right now.
We do
The
too. They're
World
coming
Cup.
to Atlanta too. Hell yeah, we have them in
Really?
June. Hell
That's
yeah,
sick.
Mercedes Benz. That shit's crazy. They've already installed like 6 new trains underground for the World Cup, yo. That's crazy. We're both getting a taste of that shit. I did not. When is it coming to you? Is it coming like in the fall or like in a couple
I think it's
months?
gonna come in like a couple of months from now. I don't even know, bro. I'm actually gonna go and watch it, because I haven't been to an event like that in forever.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
it's probably like a month and a half away.
because I stay downtown. I stay a 10-minute walk from the stadium, so I'm around a whole bunch of hotels. They built 3 hotels around the stadium. One's a Hilton, and the other's called like the Phoenix or something like that. And the Phoenix is like 2 buildings along with a new Hilton because like the Hilton Hotel stuff like that.
Yeah, it's nice. Hilton Hotel is nice.
They built 3 of them outside of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where the Atlanta Falcons play. You feel me? Because they know what's about to happen when all those people come down there. A lot of people be sleeping on us. Atlanta. We have the country's biggest aquarium with the Georgia Aquarium. We have the world's busiest
Is
airport
Atlanta
too.
safe though? Like I heard there's like a
Yeah,
lot of shootings and shit over
I
there,
mean, I
like
mean,
all the
shit.
time.
Don't get me wrong. Like every city, definitely has like its own fair share. We're not like Detroit, or anything like that, or like Chicago or something like that. But Atlanta, it's dangerous. Yeah, like if you want to play like that, I don't know if you watch the First 48. It's like a crime TV show where they have to solve
First
murders.
40, I've seen their TV show before.
Like yeah, like they
Isn't
have to
that fake
solve.
though? That's not really real, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely not, bro. Like that's like 60
Okay.
days in. Nah,
Yeah.
man.
60
Nah,
Days
like
In was funny, bro. I used to watch that shit. It's so funny. I miss 60 Days In.
I was gonna
Wasn't that
say.
like really real though? 60 Days In was real, wasn't it? Like
I
part
mean,
of
yeah,
it.
like those were real prisons for sure. But I definitely think for the sake of like ratings and cameras and stuff, like they might play it up a little bit. But nah,
Yeah,
but no, like yeah. But I was gonna say though, nah. I mean, because Atlanta, the three cities on the first 48, it's Detroit, it's Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's Atlanta, Georgia. Like it's literally one of the. Don't get me wrong, but people die down here every single day. I've never been shot. I've never been like stabbed. Like nothing like that. So,
that's good, man.
you
Hopefully,
feel me? No, but like you definitely be around here though. Like I was like a couple years ago, and like definitely don't laugh too, because like this shit was really sad. I ain't gonna lie, man. It kind of made me cry when I found out this shit happened. There was a girl down the street from here. She was working at a Subway. She was just about to close. It was like 8:50 at night. You feel me? Because I'm a journalist. I cover sports, but I'm always watching the news and
I thought
stuff
you
like
only
that.
you actually cover like news too, or you just cover sports? Like,
No, like, for my jobs, just sports. When I was in college, I covered news because you have to earn sports off doing news. But I knew from the get go when I was in high school, going to college, I knew exactly the concentration I wanted to do. And again, on a quick side note, you can cover anything, bro. You can cover sports, you can cover video games. There's
so how
video
does that
game
work? Like, as a journalist, right? Yeah, I've also like thought about this. Like, when you're like, if you get like, if you go out there, you follow the police around, and then there's crimes happening, you get the footage, you can sell that to the networks, right? Like,
Like really how it goes, like yeah, if it's like say like I'm a pedestrian on the street when something viral happens and I record it, if I take a
yeah.
really good video, they'll reach out to me, some way, somehow they'll find me. They'll ask me, hey, can we use your video, for our B-roll? That's what that's called. It's called B-roll. And like
Okay.
we'll credit you like when we put the package on TV and stuff like that. But most time, like
Do
the
they pay you
cop,
money, or just like they just
yeah,
give you credits?
I
Okay, they
mean,
pay
not
you.
for
Okay.
that. I mean, I'm not sure. I've never like contributed to like on that type of stuff. Being a pedestrian, and then like I've never had that happen. But I do know, like, yeah. So like how it goes is that, um, anytime crime happens anywhere in the city, like the cops are they're linked to the media, so like they'll let them know if something happens. There'll be media out there, and like they also have like crime alerts in like their headquarters at
So
news
do the cops,
stations.
they get paid, or what? Like when they hit up the news networks?
I don't think so. Nah, they just go
Okay.
out there, do coverage, get the exposure. That's it. It's not like there's certain times where, like, say, like you want to do a spotlight on someone that lost their job, on like some real bad, unfortunate stuff, lost their house fire. That's the kind of stuff where you shine a light on them, and at the end of the news story, they'll be like, "We set up a GoFundMe in our bio if you want to, help the family." Like that's when like the power of news can come in with exposure and stuff like that. But I knew
Yeah.
I wanted to cover sports though, man. It's like news can be really depressing. Women getting murdered. Your children get kidnapped and like either never to be seen again, stuff like that. I didn't want to do that for my whole life. And I always like sports. I always like basketball from the jump. And I know there's dudes out here that get paid to do that. And I'm like, there's no difference between me and them. So like, that's all I need to fucking know. And like that was that. I went to school for it. I was in school for 5 years in the pandemic. So and then after that, like I said, it took me like a year to get a writing job, just get one, and that was a year, man. That was a full 365. I'm like, damn, man, is this what I really wanna do? Because like any other job, you think you're gonna get out of college and just, get a job, especially in journalism when so many people want to do this shit. So many people got podcasts nowadays. Some people don't even look
Yeah.
for publications. They'll just, react to news on their YouTube, shit
A
like
lot of
that.
independent journalists out there nowadays, right?
Hella, absolutely, very successful ones and stuff. So I know, like, and again, with my circumstance, like, because I know every story is different, yeah, I got out of school, I had a year to get a job, and I got at one covering high school basketball. Then, like, so I did that for like 2 years, and I got a job covering the Hawks, and then, like, they offered, like, to pay, and then I got that, and then a year after that, writing the Hawks, writing Hawks, writing Hawks, I got another job at another publication, and that's called The Lead, and that's where I cover the Lakers. I cover the Lakers for them right now. So it's taken a long time to get to this point, and the biggest thing about this year is that I'm getting like really big interviews. I'm really improving my resume for real. So the
You
next
should
time,
interview Bronny James, bro. Bronny James,
and
he's the next fucking star, isn't he?
even then, you
Bronny
gotta realize,
James.
man, it's so hard to get access to. I have friends who are scouts, agents, managers, trainers, all that, like within NBA franchises. I have friends for the Thunder, the Phoenix Suns. The Atlanta Hawks, of course, I like better. I mean, man, like the Brooklyn Nets, like I mean, like for real, like it's hard to even see how I just listed that off. That's like Dallas Mavericks, like my friend out in Paris. You feel me? He's a scout. Like it's
I gotta ask
so
you another question. Like, what do you think the worst trade in NBA history is? Is it Luca for Anthony
nah,
Davis?
man. You said I thought you were gonna say Luca for Trey because everyone's always talking about that on the Atlanta Hawks shit. But nah, man. Was it the worst? I mean, nah, man. Like, I mean, it's kind of fucked. I can't really defend it because Anthony's not even in Dallas no more. He's in
Bro,
Washington
80's
now.
always
So,
injured. I mean,
so
I've
like,
never
I
only
mean,
seen him
like,
play like once, I think, in the last 2 years. He's
and like,
always injured.
and that makes me sad because like yo he was the first player. He came out when I was 12 years old, so he was the first player I really got to pay attention to, like really like knowing the stats, like knowing the game schedule. I'm getting home from middle school, I know to turn the game on, Kentucky's playing tonight, stuff like that. He was the first player I really watched like go from a rookie to being a Hall of Famer. So it makes me sad to see people, because I remember when he was AD 23, he's mother like Anthony Davis was a motherfucking monster, man. So it's like, it makes me sad, and like, yo, just 2 seasons ago, he played 76 games. It's just like I said, with dudes being that tall, being that big, most dudes can't fathom like the wear and tear on the body, how much maintenance
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
go
I
through.
mean,
I can only imagine for fucking football players, man. You gotta do running at you hard as shit every single play. There's millions of dollars on the line. These are playing for millions of dollars. That's the kind of effort they're coming at you with every single game, man. Especially, let alone being a UFC fighter. You don't have pads. You don't have none of that shit, man. You're taking body kicks straight to the ribs. You're taking all
yeah,
that,
it's brutal
like,
being a fighter, bro.
and
Shit
people have
ain't
never
fucking easy.
people have never felt that. You know what they say about the leg kick? You only need one leg kick for you to really like grasp how bad that shit really is, man. And that's why, like, yo, even when it comes to like sports and shit like that, I've taken an angle because some people want to be like, the Stephen A. Smith kind of, like ridiculing the athlete,
Stephen A.
shit on the,
Smith. I
you
like
know,
Stephen A. Smith. He's funny.
he's great.
Like if
He's great. I have nothing but
he
respect
speaks
for
his
him.
mind. I mean, he doesn't. He's not. He doesn't give a fuck what people think.
He's getting paid 125 million from ESPN, so I can only respect him.
Damn.
I can't act like, again, I'm not one of these dudes who are gonna like talk shit behind a screen. And when I see that man in person, ask him for advice, or I would never, because I know as soon as I'm gonna meet him, 100% that's gonna happen. So when I do that, I know exactly what I'm gonna say to him, and shit like that. So but like the point I was getting to, I've really taken the approach. I like telling stories, bro. I like breaking like big stories people have like never heard, and like they're really interesting, and like because like there's still a place in society for that. There's still money in that, getting stories
Yeah.
that no one else has told to no one but you. And especially if I write it a good way, now that's me being creative, because people don't know how hard it is to be a writer, especially when you got like breaking news. That's my favorite shit to do. I like breaking news. I feel like a real professional. When something happens and you gotta write an article in like a fucking hour or some shit like that. Because granted, the information is out. You can just write it how the story went. But do you want to be like every other writer? No, you want your shit to stand out. You want your shit to be good. You want your shit to be flashy. So like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's one
Drop
of the.
your Twitter handle, by the way. On I'll
Oh
drop it
yeah.
right now. I think for
For
the
sure, yeah,
people.
most definitely. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, it's just my name, like it's super long, And of course I follow you right now.
Yeah, there it is, guys. Go,
So,
make sure you guys go drop our boy Antoine a follow on Twitter. That's his
mhm.
Twitter handle right there.
Yeah, like I just did the feature story on my pinned tweet, like that dude saying he's an NBA insider, he covers a bunch of teams, and I knew people would be interested about that story. And like, again, it's a lie. I've interviewed a lot of people. If you're in the industry, basketball, that is, because it's, the football
Can you
industry, the
give me some
soccer
inside information on players so I can hit up the bets? I'm
player. I
just
mean, I
kidding.
don't know. I mean, no. I
I'm
mean,
just
like if
kidding.
you
I'm not gonna
if you
put you on the
ever, I mean,
spot for
yeah,
that.
if you ever want my opinion, of course, like please do hit me up anytime. Like, hey, how do you think a player might perform tonight against certain team? You can feel free to hit me up if you know of like a point spread you're trying to get. If a player might be over or under, assists, rebounds, points, steals, blocks. You can hit me up. I'll definitely like give as much as I
What do you think about
can.
you? You know what my favorite player on the come up right now is Sensabaugh from the
Bryce Sensabaugh
Utah
for the Utah
Jazz.
Jazz, yeah, most definitely.
I
Bryce
love this
Sensabaugh.
dude, man. He's been printing money every single time. I mean, this season he's been going crazy. He's only like 23 years old or 22 years old, I think, right now.
Hmm.
Super young.
Yeah, yeah, he's a great player. I think he's a great player. He's one of the most talked about players on the Utah Jazz. They're still rebuilding
I like
right
Keontae
now.
too. Keontae is like he's pretty solid too. Keontae
He's
George.
he's good too. He's likely going to really take the torch and really become like their franchise player this year. Next year because Bryce Sensabaugh, that is, he's averaging 13 points a game right now. So I think he's on par to become a really good piece. And how you said, he's 23, 22 right now. He just
Yeah,
had
22
31.
years old, I
He had
think.
31 points last night on 29
Yeah,
minutes.
I took him for 15,
So
bro, and he got what? Crazy, got double that.
for real. But yeah, man, let's sit, man. Like you can hit me up anytime. This Hawks game starts at 3, and I gotta finish this article
All right,
before
bro. I
then.
appreciate you coming on
I'm
and
gonna start.
hanging
Of
out with me,
course,
telling us everything.
most stuff, man. Yo, always like
Good
talking
having
to
you on,
you.
bro.
For sure, man. I know like it can get kind of convoluted, just seeing the words on the screen. I always start pulling up to talk to you. Hear my voice. Very much still here. So, you have a nice day, man. Of course, I'm gonna be watching. And if you go live later, for the fights, I'll definitely watch
Yeah, I'm
it.
gonna go
I'll
live for UFC later, like 5 o'clock,
Mhm.
I think, a little bit later. So
No, that's
yeah,
cool
it
for
was nice
sure.
chatting with you, bro, Antoine. We'll do this again another time. I'm gonna do another call-in show maybe next week on Friday or Saturday. So whenever you got time, you can hop in here anytime. You're in Discord already, so
Yeah, of
that's
course.
all you need to be at Discord. You can
Hmm.
click the link. I drop the link from time to time.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was good having you on, bro. Good having you on.
You too, man. Yo,
Wish you
y'all go subscribe to the boy in case you haven't. Of course, people be ghost watchers, but great content, always consistent, literally every single week, and
appreciate
consistent
that, bro.
progress
Appreciate that.
too on the bets. Of course, I'm just
I gotta do one
speaking.
of your podcasts with you and Nick. I gotta do that podcast.
We'll likely do them for the White House if you want to join that. Well, we're
The
definitely
White
doing it
House
for
card would
that.
be sick. I mean,
But I
just
mean,
tell
yeah,
me before if you can like let me know before, like a couple
I
days
promise.
before.
I got
It's a
you.
lot. It's like I can like then I can
Mm,
come on, you know.
of
But like,
course,
you
I
hit me
got you.
up like a couple of seconds before you start. It's like
Yeah, I
I
felt
miss
bad
it
about
sometimes, you
that.
know.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good.
I got you. But yeah, y'all have a nice day, man. God bless you, boys.
You
Go
too, bro. Take
Raptors,
it
by the
easy.
way. Go
Go
Raptors. I didn't want to say
Raptors. I
that
don't
because
even know who are they playing
y'all have
against today.
improved. I don't think y'all played today at all. Y'all played last night. Y'all won last night. But because my friend Adam Martin, he's a journalist too. He covers UFC. You'll see his tweets pop up on the screen sometimes. Adam Martin. He's from Toronto, and I told him before this back in like September. I was like, hey, like I'm looking at your roster. I'm like, yo, you got Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett. He's from Canada. So I'm like, man, you have a lot of good
Actually,
players.
he is also from Canada too.
Scotty Barnes, yes, he is.
Shy is also from Canada.
My point guard on my team is from Canada. Shay's cousin, they kill Alexander Walker. He's also from Canada. So best believe it. The Olympics are in what 2 years. The Canadian national team is gonna be a force to be reckoned with for sure, man. Make no mistake. But nah, man. Enjoy your team. You're the 7th seed right now. You're 37-29. So it's always good when your NBA team is good, man. It's always cool. People take that shit for granted. It's only 30 teams in the league.
We miss, bro. We need Kawhi back on the Toronto Raptors. He's
The
going crazy
Raptors,
right now
yeah.
for the Clippers.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah,
going crazy.
I've always said I think you're gonna retire his jersey number 2, but we got to see what happens. He won your first ever championship. That's why I say that. But
Yeah.
it was a 1 year rental, so some people they're kind of skeptical about that. But you have a nice day, man. For real, bro. It's always nice talking
You
to you.
too, bro. Take it easy now, Antoine. See
Hmm.
you later. All right, guys. David said in Brazil, any fighter that gets a couple of wins, they open a gym and make a killing. I know there's a lot of fighters, even in the US, a lot of fighters when they're tired, they open a gym. I know Anders just opened a gym, I think too. Like it's not for like professional fighters, it's just for like people that just want to go out there and get a little bit fit, you know, train a little bit. Yeah, I know they make good money on just fighters. So like they just stop fighting or like what do you mean? So I imagine fighters in UFC is the same way. I do think they get taxed just a little bit though. Shout out SFT Combat, guys. Make sure you guys go check out SFT Combat. They got a lot of fighters on the come up right now. Mauricio Rufy, Carlos Prates. I mean, they're contenders now. A lot of fighters. They also got Telton Teixeira from who also fought in SFT Combat in the past. Guys, I gotta be out of here. We've been here almost 2 hours. I was planning on going live for like an hour, but we had good people on. We had interesting people on. A shout out Paige for hopping in here, talking to us, and shout out Antoine. Also, make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter. By the way, this is a Twitter handle. And I'm gonna be out here. I'll see you guys later at 5 o'clock, probably 4:30 or something. I'm gonna go get some food, get a workout in. I'll see you guys later, man. You guys take it easy now, okay?